Previously on Dark Heresy, you seen?
The acolytes made short work of the mutant dogs and quickly subdued and captured Mayhew Tanner. They made a brief search of the farmstead and took a few curious items. Whilst heading back to the port, the fan boat was attacked by a massive gator who sported las burns down the side of its face. It's unheard of for gators to attack boats, but this one seemed to bear a grudge. The creature dealt some damage to the craft before Gumbo managed to evade it. Jan and Arnold managed to prevent the boat from sinking by bailing out the water. Quintius helped by plugging the leak. Back at the port, the acolytes headed straight to the bounty shack to hand over Mayhew. Deadeye Johnson seemed impressed at the speed at which Wolf had taken his first capture. 720 drachma was handed over in electronic form, and Mayhew was confined to the cell. A fresh record pinged up on Wolf's datastate, showing a new bounty on Reptile Marino, a mutant sorcerer. James suffered a nosebleed, which he blamed upon the cursed planet. He asked for privacy and promised to have a drink with the acolytes sometime. The party split up, with Quintius and Jan heading to Chula Regalia, whilst Arnold and Alexa went to the bank. Jan received his custom armor, a fearsome-looking suit of bone and hide. Madame Diane Levette explained that the armor appeared to be more than the sum of its parts. A curious side effect of crafting this close to the Miasma. Quintius received some money from Jan, with which to buy an artisan-crafted wooden walking cane. Oh, someone's making some weird noise. Who is it? Who is it? Is it Johnny? It's usually Johnny.
Johnny, it's Imperial Code. The
Is it
spy
Johnny?
bot.
It's on, I didn't have the screens up. It'll go green around.
No, it wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Wasn't you?
No, not this time. Not this
I
time.
promise I can't check who it is when I'm speaking. It is you, Johnny. It's always you. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you, Johnny, for a little bit.
That's fine.
Silence. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, here we go. So outside of the shop, Jan detected a psychic emanation from Quintius. He discovered that a statuette of the laughing monk that Quintius had looted earlier from the farmstead was an item of power. Delving deeper, he realized that the item was cursed, and to use it would be to invite damnation. Jan took the item for himself to prevent Quintius from being corrupted anymore. Alexa and Arnold cashed in their bounty at the bank. Outside were enforcers and a gun servitor. There was no issue with claiming the money, and the acolytes split the cash up, with Alexa taking a greater share in order to compete in the big game later at the Honeypot Casino. All of the acolytes went to the casino with the exception of Jan, who got some bad juju from the place. Outside the Honeypot were enforcers and mercenaries, and the hulking bouncer, known as Mr. Gravel. The acolytes treated the bouncer to some tinned spam, and then went inside. Arnold decided to hit the roulette tables, while Quintius kept his eye open for a particular working girl who had taken his fancy. Alexa joined the high-stakes game and found herself sat with numerous big fish in the Port Chula community.
The irony.
Okay. This is where we'll start for tonight. So what we'll do is I'm going to, I think we'll start with Jan.
I honestly can't remember what the fuck I was doing.
Basically, what happened is you got your armor, you detected a psychic emanation coming from Quintius, and then you looked at the monk's statue and you realized that it was a cursed psychic focus.
I believe
realized,
he took it from me, didn't he, as well?
Yeah, he took it from him, and you think there's something of the ruinous powers about this statuette. So you think it would improve your powers if you were to use it, but at a terrible cost. So you took it off of Quintius.
I need to make it sacred.
Maybe, or maybe just commit it to the flames is what you think is probably best.
Yeah.
So what you did is you got your armor, very impressive suit of armor. You got that sorted, and you went and you met up with the other guys who had just finished up at the bank. You split out the money, your share of the bounty, and they all wanted to go after the honeypot. Now you've got some bad juju coming from that place. You think that it's there's something off about the honeypot, and you're a bit surprised that the others can't see it. They can't sense it. You think you think they must be fools, really, because these are supposed to be the best and the brightest of the Inquisition. Here to and here they are getting embroiled in some casino covered in bad juju.
Wasting precious time while we turn into tentacled freaks on a daily basis.
Exactly. Are you the only one with any sense of the mission? Yeah. But anyway, so you headed off back to the inn. You wanted to meet to get the doctor to come and treat your wound because you took a dog bite.
Oh, that was it. That's what I was doing. I was going back to get healed.
That's exactly right. So that is where we are starting off today, Jan. And you're just walking back to the inn. The sun is setting, but the light of the miasma is starting to it's still covering the townstead in its strange ethereal light. So the journey back to the inn is uneventful, and let's have a little look. So I say it's uneventful, but you get about there. You get just about to the inn itself, and there's a hot burning in your ear, and a pop, and you realise that your combi has just stopped working, just burnt out.
Me.
Yeah. So we're just going to focus on you now for the time being. What we'll do is we're going to take it in turns, going around the group, with the exception of Johnny. So you head back to the inn, and like I say, just before you get in, the combi pop. So I'll move us onto the tavern. So the tavern is fairly subdued, certainly compared to last night. And I will add, so hopefully you can see the map.
I can.
And I shall move you onto the map, Jan. So there's not many people here. There's Bubba, who always seems to be here at the inn. No one else really of note, but you do recognise Deadeye Johnson, the bounty hunter. You see him over sat at the bar, and as you walk in, he makes eye contact with you.
Wagwan James.
He doesn't quite know what to make of that, but he Jan, come on over here. Let me buy you a drink. Bubba, 2 amethyst, please, and put it on my tab. So Bubba draws a couple of his best amethyst, and he places a glass in front of both of you. Now, Mr. Jan, let us drink to your success. Quite an impressive turnaround on that first bounty, I have to say. He raises the glass to you.
Oh, I'll raise the glass to him. So yeah, man, righteous capturing of that criminal, man.
You know,
I think he was in some shady god loving bullshit, man.
And he says, well, I don't dispute that. All of these swamp dwellers, they're pretty much all in on it. Tell you what, come over here." And he beckons you over to one of the tables away from the bar.
Okay.
And let's just, so he moves over to a table that's a little bit out of the way, and asks you to join him.
Mm-hmm.
Walls around here have ears. Best to keep your voice down at times like this.
Can I have a look at my earpiece? And does it look like it's broken?
Do you have tech use?
I think it might do. Let me check.
Tech savage. It's like tech savvy, but look.
Well, he's had a bit of training, isn't he? Obviously, he's proficient with las pistols, for example. So I don't know. I don't know whether you have tech use. I don't think you do, though.
I think it's probably Ramsey's only skill.
Yeah, you're not sure. It's hot. It's hot. It's not meant to be hot, and it's not working. That's about as much as you can tell from it by looking.
Does it smell like Al?
It smells burnt, charred.
Yeah, I don't like the look of that.
Jan says, not Jan, sorry. James says, I have to say that's some mighty fine armor you've got yourself from old Chewie.
Yeah, they like him.
I do like that.
The lady, I'll mention the lady's name, I can't remember.
Her name's Diane.
And his name's what, Al?
Her name is Diane.
Yeah, the Diane in the armor shop.
She surely outdone herself here.
Yes, yeah.
Don't
She
suppose
done a fine.
you're in a mind to sell that armor, right?
Well, I need some armor myself, man. So maybe we can make some a copy. I think.
Well, yeah, I understand, but yeah, it's a fine piece of work. If you do fancy selling it, you know that I'd be interested.
For sure, man. For sure.
You know,
What brings you to the establishment?
well, truth be told, I was hoping to run into you guys. You in particular, truth be told.
Okay, man. What you need?
Well, Little Bird told me about the good work that you've been doing at the Imperial Church. And he splits his shirt slightly and his armor, and he shows an Imperial Aquila around his neck. And then
Yeah,
he puts it back.
I think the Emperor's presence is surely lacking in this place, man. Who is that making the noise? That is vexing me severe.
It'd be the echo of Johnny's speaker, you know, when we speak.
Johnny's muted, or is
No, he ain't
Johnny?
muted.
I've muted him myself. I've not muted him for everyone else.
Yeah, I've had
Has
to
be Johnny,
mute
then.
him.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, you have to mute Johnny Brown.
Johnny's mic's really sensitive, I think.
Oh,
You turn your sensitivity down a little bit, Johnny. That might help.
I didn't realize. I thought I muted it for everyone. I didn't realize you'd been there.
Here we go.
And James goes, "What noise? I don't hear no noise. What do you mean?"
I've turned the sensitivity down. Does that make
Oh,
any
you'll be
difference?
vexing me as well, boy.
Is it?
He goes,
You only live on the other side of the town.
Is it turned off? Oh,
James
you can't hear
goes,
me. You
"Yeah,
can't hear me.
this,
Hello?
this planet, it's no good to nobody. Strange noises, strange feelings." And you notice he's got a little fleck of blood on his side of his nostril.
The freaking
Just a tiny
vampire.
little fleck.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to do. The Emperor's presence be surely lacking on this planet, man. And there's a nasty miasma up in the sky that plagues everybody and everything. We need to bring back the Imperial cult here, man. Give us some kind of respite from the dark powers above.
Surely, Jan, you speak a lot of sense. And you see that he's keeping his voice real low, like he doesn't want other people to overhear. You do speak a lot of sense, but the only way you're gonna get any respite in this cursed corner of the sector is to close that miasma for good, and I don't know no way to do that. So, as long as that cursed aberration hangs in the sky, ain't no hope for nobody.
Well, you surely speak the truth there, man.
Now, tell me, Jan, and his voice goes real low at this point. Tell me why you're really here.
It's a trap!
Well, who would really want to know such a thing? My business is my own. My friend's business is our own.
He looks thoughtful for a moment and he knocks back the rest of his hammer set. And he starts to slur a little bit as he says, "Well, it's going to be like that, is it? And then never you mind. You keep your confidence. I hope that one day you'll come to trust me. Just remember this, Jan. The minute you first stepped on this planet, you've been put on a clock. Remember that. Remember to pick the right side." He orders to Bubba and he goes, "Bubba, 2 more Amasec. Have you finished yours? Have you drinking yours, by the way, or are you just sipping it?"
Oh, go on.
He's drinking at quite a fast pace. He orders another 2 Amasec. And he makes short work of his second one as well. You drinking the first one? In which case,
Yeah, I'm just gonna sip away at it, man.
okay.
You know?
Okay. So the second Amasec comes down and you leave it untouched. Okay, so we're gonna move on while you and James are drinking. And we're gonna move on to Hayden.
Hi.
Hi, Hayden. So you wanted to go off and find a roulette table, is that right?
Yes, I suppose I can.
That's what you wanted to do.
Oh,
no?
so can I? Yeah, like I've gone to get healed, met this James chap, and done fuck all about getting healed. So I could, I suppose, like, yeah, remember me.
Tell you
like
what,
that.
well, why don't you speak up to the barman when he comes over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bubba goes, "I got the feeling you wanted to say so to me, boy.
Yeah, man. I've been looking for
Got
the
a
doctor.
hunch.
Can you tell me where I can find him? Need healing.
Oh, do you want to see Dr. Jones, dear? I'll send my boy. My boy will go get him for you. Boy! Go get the doctor. Don't be snappy about it now, boy.
Bubba had a reason to talk to you, James, and it was a perfectly good reason.
I'll tell you that reason right now." Anyway, so he sends his boy off. The boy heads off into the night to go and find Dr. Jones. And yeah, Bubba leaves you two alone with your drink.
Awesome.
All right?
Yes, delightful. Thank you.
"Oh, anytime, boy." No, he doesn't say boy to you. "Anytime, Mister Sir, Mister." I'm losing it now. It's about time we move on to someone else. Well, I've still got an element of control here. So Hayden, you wanted to hit the roulette tables last we spoke.
Yes, I
That's still the
suppose.
case.
What's Quintus doing at the moment?
Quintius was sat at the bar.
Oh, he wants to get back into the woman.
I
Okay.
believe he did. He
Right,
wanted to
that's
sit
right.
I mean, I don't think he told you implicitly, but you might have a hunch that that's what
I
he
have a
wants
hunch
to do.
hanging, sniffing around for something.
It's quite possible. But yeah, I mean, if you do want to hit the roulette tables, you'll need to go and change some drachma into chips first.
Okay. How much? Let me have a look. Where did he say it? Where's drachma? 168. Yeah, I'll change 80. 68 actually.
68 drachma into chips, yeah?
Yeah.
That your final answer?
That's my final answer.
You can always go and get some more if you need to be. So you get some chips out. The honey party is quite raucous tonight. There's a surge in the air. It's there's a feeling, and everyone. There's lots of people gambling, and it just there's an excitement in the air. So you head off, and you find the roulette table.
Yay.
You recall the rules. Let's see. I'll just share the rules in case.
I can't remember.
Yeah, there's a handout now in case you wanted to double check any of the odds or anything. The roulette rules are in the handout. So feel free to have a look at those if you want. So you head over to roulette table. There's a couple of other punters there, and an attractive-looking croupier. Are you? Can you move your? Find your.
Right, every time I scroll up the screen, it jumps to
Yeah.
the bottom of the screen again. It's quite annoying.
Try zooming out. I zoom out
I've
so I can
managed
see the
it.
whole
I've
thing.
managed it.
Yeah. I mean, I zoom out all the way out, so it's all in one screen. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Okay, so there's a bit of chatter around the table.
Yeah, there is. So I'm you bloody thing.
So can you? Are you sorted, Hayden? Can you?
Yeah, it just keeps jumping me to the bottom of the damn screen at the moment. I keep trying stuff and zooming out.
What's the? I mean, I'm zoomed out to like 39 or 29%. I can see the whole thing. It's all in one screen.
I'll just stretch the screen over. That'll do. Right. Oh, where did I drop my token?
The token, I can move it. I've just put it in the middle of the roulette wheel now. Can you see
It's
it?
in the middle of the roulette
It's
wheel.
like a pinkish.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'm going to go the middle three. Second. Actually, I'm going second to 12.
Okay, so you want to go in the second 12. Okay. And how much would you like to bet, please?
I'd like to bet 50.
Starting off like we mean business. 50 drachma. Okay. So I shall use the colours that are on the main board rather than the ones that are around the wheel because they're opposite for some reason, which is mildly annoying. So what we'll do is I'll roll this in the chat. And what do we want? We want 35, 30, D37, is it? No, D38, I think. No,
38.
more than that. No, yeah, 38.
I'm sorry
Okay.
if I had to mute Johnny as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Johnny, you get lots of feedback off your mic.
Johnny, if you can hear me, try turning your sensitivity down a bit more.
Okay. How's that?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
done that,
roll a
done that.
D38. The ball.
Is there a way to
Can somebody
kind
try
of
it
mute
now?
your mic to your own sound?
I mean, yeah, you should be able to.
Hang on a second.
Because,
It's like
ours
what's it
like
like
noise
if I move it
cancel
here?
out our own
what's it like if I move it here?
things, don't they? I think they do.
What are you asking, mate? I mean,
I'm just
Can you
thinking
hear
that
it
like
better
our
now?
mics noise cancel everything out. I don't know, or maybe not. Because
I think the problem.
like Johnny's is actually feeding back off his own computer,
Yeah, that's what's happening. I've
and
just
it's in
moved
a
it.
loop.
Yeah.
I've had an idea.
Why not?
Johnny, can you hear us guys through your computer or through your phone?
Through my phone.
So it's not the sound coming back through the computer, it's just the mic on the phone picking up the.
It's because I'm uploading music. That's all. Downloading music. So I don't know if that's having anything to do with it. I've got no idea if it would or not. So
No, I think it's just picking up the microphone of your phone is just picking up the playback off your phone. I think that's all it is. I think the microphone is a little bit too sensitive.
Right, I'll just try my normal microphone settings if I can on my phone.
Are we sure there's nothing in your laptop that's, are you sure your laptop sound's turned off?
I'll do that now. I'll just double check it.
If you're trying to do it all through your phone, are you sure your computer's not picking up?
Yeah, right. I've turned my music speaker right down now. Does that help?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Okay.
We'll soon find out, man. It's
Right. I'll just go and check my settings on my phone.
Right, buddy.
Okay.
Right. So, where are we, Hayden? So the ball flies around the roulette wheel. Seems to take an impossibly long time to land, and there's a moment of silence as everyone anticipates what's going to happen. 11. The gentleman next to you screams in delight. He's in the first 12. Oh no. Johnny, no. Sorry, mate. I'm going to mute you again, buddy.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right. So I'll just mute Johnny because it's not fixed problem yet. So yeah. So unfortunately, your 50 drachma goes straight into the welcoming hands of the croupier. But the guy beside you seems ecstatic because he's just won a large number of chips.
All right.
Eight.
For my next bet, I'm going to put it in a 4 quadrant and put 20 in between 20, 21, 23, and 24.
You've only
22.
got 18. You've only got 18 drachmas for chips left of that because you
Oh,
changed.
yeah, sorry, I forgot.
You bet 50.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you've
yeah.
got
Okay, I
18
put
left.
18 in there.
Okay.
Let's do it. I forgot. I thought I brought. For some reason, I got my wires crossed and I thought I brought 100 out, but I know I said 68.
Hey, the gentleman beside you who looks a bit inebriated. He decides to kind of mirror your sort of move, going for 4 squares. But he puts it on a different block to you. And he's got quite a large pile of chips in front of him now. And he looks over and gives you a little wink as the croupier spins the wheel once again. $33.
Oh well.
Both of you lose out.
And I just leave the table and leave.
Okay.
Out chips.
Out of chips. Okay. Right. Well, that was a quick stint at the roulette table. We're going to go over to Quintius now. That little section should have taken a bit longer, I think. Quintius, you're sat at the bar.
Yep.
Butterflies in your stomach. Bit of adrenaline going through your veins. Are you buying a drink or? I think you already had a drink.
Yeah.
I think Arnold bought you a drink, didn't he?
Yeah. Arnold bought me a drink. I don't recall drinking it.
No. I don't think you are. I think you're just nursing it. So.
Okay. I'm going to look around, see if I can see Brittany, and I also want to see if I can see where Arnold is from here.
Arnold has headed off. The roulette table is upstairs in a different room. And that's where he's gone. So you see him get his chips out, and you see him head off. So you're alone. There's no other acolytes. Alexa has already gone off to the private gaming room, which is on the first floor. Sorry, on the bottom floor rather.
Okay, so
the private gaming room, it does have a couple of goons stood outside.
Okay. I would like to drink my drink while I'm nervously looking around for Brittany. And after a few minutes, if I don't see her, I want to talk to the barman.
Okay. If you're drinking your drink, please make a toughness test. Plus 30.
That's a good start.
Oh, okay. It's drink goes straight to you, and you definitely feel its effects.
Okay. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled for Brittany for a few minutes, and then I'm going to turn to the barman.
No sign of it. So
Good barman.
Hello, sir.
Another one of those, please.
Okay, one sarsaparilla coming right up.
Yeah. Thank you very kindly, sir. And one for yourself, my good man.
Oh, that's mighty kind. He gets he pours a sarsaparilla. You notice he doesn't pour one for himself.
Okay.
But he makes a little note on a little notepad behind the bar.
Okay.
He brings your drink over. And says, "Oh, then here you go, sir."
Thank you very much. To your health.
And to yours, sir.
I'm going to take a small sip of this second sarsaparilla, and then say, "So tell me, Brittany, the girl Brittany, what do you know of her?
She's a mighty fine little lady.
Indeed.
She's fairly new to the honeypot. I believe she started here maybe 2 months back.
2 months.
She's a nice little lass, very popular.
Very, very popular indeed. Yes. And where would she be when not just socializing in this general area?
Well, I imagine she might be in one of the gaming rooms, or maybe she's upstairs with a customer, perhaps.
I'm gonna slam back the second sarsaparilla at that.
Okay. Would you make another test, please?
I will. Plus 20.
That's 20. Okay. Okay, we're not just going to pass out in the bar so
No.
easily. Not like, well, not yet anyway. It goes.
Right, so make that
Are you wanting to see Brittany tonight? I can mention it to her if I see her.
Yeah, perhaps you could. Yes, if you do see her. Another one of those, please.
Hey, do you have any money to pay for these drinks? By the way.
According to my character sheet, yes, I have 106 drachma.
Okay, that's okay.
I think I got a share of the bounty or something like that.
You did indeed. That's fine. So, okay, because Brittany does cost, I believe, 100 drachma.
Yep. Don't worry about this, Al. This is minor details.
Minor details. So you spend a total of 10 drachma buying. It's actually. Let me just check the cost, please. Yeah, say 10 drachma with
10
2
drachma.
rounds of sarsaparilla. 5 beats.
Okay. I'm going to take another drink. I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to slam the money down on the counter for the drinks and say, yes, if you could.
Well,
Sorry?
I say you bought him one as well, didn't you? So it's
Yes.
15 drachma.
15. Okay. I'm going to say yes. If you do see her, tell her Quintius is looking. No. And then a look of dread is going to come over my face as I realise what I've done. And then go.
I surely will.
No, Patrick was looking for her. Patrick, yes, definitely. Not Quintius. Forget the name Quintius. You don't need to know that name. Patrick. That's my name. Yes.
He goes, think nothing of it. I didn't hear nothing. And he says, I'll surely tell her if you're looking for her, Mr. Patrick.
Thank you kindly. Good day, sir. And I'm going to scamper off with my drink.
Okay.
And run up the stairs towards where I saw Arnold going.
Okay, you head up in quick time,
Yep.
and you meet up with Arnold, who seems to be done at the roulette table.
Aha!
Be quicker than one of Quintus's drinks.
Is he coming out of the room or heading down the stairs? Or
I've probably already left the room. I'm outside the corridor of the room, just thinking, fuck's sake, lost 68 drachma. Okay. Find me there.
Easy go.
Yeah.
So I just find him there, stood in the corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to run up and go, Arnold, my good man, I bought you a drink, here. And hold out the amasec to him.
Oh, thank you. What's Patrick?
Yes, no, you shouldn't forget my cover name, Arnold. That would be very dangerous and irresponsible of you.
It would. We cannot do that. Remember, my name's Wolf.
Yes, Wolf. Sorry, Wolf. Yes. Is everything okay? Have you had a little flutter on the wheel of fortune?
Oh, I lost miserably this time. You know, maybe I should have prayed to the God Emperor Mankind to give me some luck.
Maybe. In my experience, he doesn't really work like that. But yes, it maybe would work for you. You're a different breed, after all, aren't you?
What's he saying? We are but men.
No, yes, we are but men.
Anyway, Quintus, what have you been doing? Have you managed to meet that? Get anything? Oh, 1 second.
Nothing.
Sorry, cheers.
Oh, cheers. I've already drunk my drink.
I passed mine on an 18.
Yeah.
Okay, you drink it. It's sarsaparilla, which you don't normally drink. You normally stick to Amasec or ale if you can. But yeah, it'll do. It's okay.
I give a slight shudder as it goes back, but I'll try and mask it from Quintus so not to offend. So what are we doing now? Are we going to wait for Alexa and or head back?
Well, I suppose we could wait for Alexa, or we could go and join her. No, that's not a good idea. Neither of us are gamblers, are we? That would be a terrible thing to do.
I'm blind.
I don't know. Shall we have another drink? Shall we? I don't know. What do you want to do?
To be honest, I'm done with the casino. I'd like to leave here and see what's lurking around town.
You mean to leave Alexa here alone?
She's been alone here before.
I know. I'm just rather concerned that you did notice the firepower on display outside the casino earlier, didn't you? I thought a man of your military mind, your background, your survival instinct might have noticed all those guns and armor. Because I definitely noticed them. Noticed them on the way in. I'm not just remembering it now.
Well, man of my military background's kind of used to seeing guns and armor.
Yes. But,
but
here?
To be honest, you're right. I didn't pay no mind to them at the time. I reckon. Shall we go see what's about town?
I think we should have a look outside the door.
Let's go explore.
Are we on the next floor up where the roulette wheel is?
Yeah, you're in the second floor up. The rooms where punters go with the working girls is on another floor up above that.
Is there any way we can get to the front of the building from here and look out of it? Is there a window or anything like that, or are they all rooms that are closed off that would look out if anything looks out onto the front?
You could look out the front. You'd have to go back into the gaming room itself, where the roulette table is. You could have a look out the front, but there'd be nothing unusual about doing that. So you could, go.
Arnold.
So you go to back into the gaming room, and the guy who was winning beside you, Arnold, he seems to have won again just as you walk back in, and he seems to be in great spirits. He has got quite a large pile of chips in front of him now. Must be a good 200-300 drachma in chips in front of him. And you walk up to the window, you look out below, and you can see Quintius. There's still the same level of military protection. There's a squad of enforcers. They've got a pickup truck, and there's also a group of mercenaries, and there's also Mr. Gravel stood between the two groups.
How many enforcers and mercenaries are we talking?
So there is a squad of 8 enforcers and 12 mercenaries.
Do they look like they're arguing or at a standoff, or what are they doing?
There's an uneasy tension there by the looks of it, but there's no violence. Okay. But they also do seem to be kind of eyeing each other up and making each other aware that they are there and that they're taking each other seriously. And there's a bit of kind of posturing.
Okay.
Oh, Quintus, I've got a great idea.
Yes, Arnold? What's that?
These enforcers are bad news. Everybody hears bad news here. How about we get them to kill each other? It'd be great to watch.
I don't disagree. How do you plan on doing this?
Well, what we do is, while they're posturing to each other like they are now, while the dead setting thing, we throw a rock at one man's head, and then start fighting.
What if, and hear me out here, Arnold. Hear me out here, Arnold. It's a good plan. I like it. It's solid. It has a good foundation. However, it does have one drawback. What if, when we throw the rock, what with them being trained soldiers and everything, they realize from whence the rock came and turn around and shoot us?
Dear.
Yes.
Mon Dieu.
Perhaps
you've got the nail bomb, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I had to
Doesn't
keep
have
my
it on him.
weapons up when I came in the casino.
I think you did take it to the casino, didn't you? And
Yes,
you
did
handed, it in.
take
You handed
it to
it.
the casino.
You handed it in though. So
Yeah, I slapped it in his hand with my pistol. I was like, "There you go, mate. Look after them." Right. What we need, Arnold, I like your idea. What we need is a third party who doesn't matter to throw a rock for us. Who else is in this room, Alan?
there's quite a few punters in here, but there's a couple around the table, the roulette table, that take your interest immediately. There's one slightly overweight guy with about 300 drachma sat in front of him, and he seems quite drunk. And you immediately mark him as a potential mark.
Just 1 second, Arnold. Whoa, sorry. Oh my! Oh, whatever's going on out here? Look at all this nonsense, all this posturing. Oh, gentlemen, you should come and see this. Look at this. This is what is going on out here. Basically, just yelling at the top of my voice.
Wow. Yes. What is going on?
You start to
was
get
so scared.
some attention from the people because this sort of kind of behaviour is quite unusual, perhaps in a casino. And a couple of people do come over, but not the mark you're interested in, who's sat transfixed with on the roulette wheel. But a couple of other people come over, a man and a woman, and they look out loud the window, goes, "What's going on?" Says,
I don't know. Look, there's all the enforcers and these other gentlemen. They're squaring up. Arnold, tell them about it.
Well, those guys said the black shirts are gay.
Well,
Go on, tell them.
no one round here likes the black shirts. And truth be told, they are pretty gay.
See. But do you voice these things to him?
Oh hell no! Not if you got any sense. That'd be stupid. Almost as stupid as throwing a rock at one.
Gosh, who would be stupid enough to do that?
Meanwhile, I'm sneaking round to the mark. I'm just going to sidle up next to him and sit down.
Okay, you sit next. That's at the roulette table. You don't have any chips though.
I know.
And you get a quizzical eyebrow from the croupier.
I'm just going to look at the croupier very briefly and go, "Good day, sir," to the other gentleman, the mark. Patrick is the name, and yours?
And he's just in the middle of like chatting to another guy at the table, and he goes, "Yes, I heard he won the whole honey pot in a game of cards." And then he turns around and goes, "Patrick, do I know you?"
Well, not yet. However, you are about to know me. Tell me, good sir, from whence do you hail?
Well, I live here on the port myself.
The port itself? Oh, a wonderful little town, very quaint. And tell me, what do you do for a living?
Well, that's a very good question, and I'll tell you right now. See, as I'm a merchant around these parts, I sell boots.
You sell boats?
Boots, not boats.
Oh, boots. Boots.
Yeah, fine boots. Can I interest you in a pair? And he shows his boots, and they do look like decent craft work.
Am I near this?
You can hit. Well, actually, you were kind of out the window, and Quintius has pretty much snuck away, gone and sat down at a table, and he's left you talking to this other guy. You were trying to make a distraction at the window, and you've got a couple of guys interested in you and talking to you, but yeah, Quintius is scarpered away.
Quintius is making mischief.
I'm going to shout out the window just before they can't see me. Wait a second.
What are you shouting out the window?
I just shout and James blew his nose.
That was a really opportune time. That was great. That was perfect timing.
Oh, that was brilliant. It's just, what are you shouting out the window? Sorry. Oh.
No, I can't word it right.
Right, we'll go back to Quintius and the mark, the boot seller, for the time being, while you have a little think.
You make boots, sir?
Well, no, I mean I don't make the boots myself, but
We don't make them.
but no, but I buy and sell boots.
Tell me, where do you buy and where do you sell your boots?
I sell them around here, around Port Chula. Mostly I buy them over at the capital city, Chichanga City.
Ah, interesting. Have you recently sold any boots to, is it Chula Regalia?
No. She's more of an independent-minded lady. I'm more making product for the masses. Say, she's more of the supplies the fancy folk.
Fancy.
You know, those with a bit of money.
Yeah, indeed. Those with a bit of money. And tell me, how does the table treat you tonight?
Oh, very good. And he gestures down at the pile of chips. He goes, well, I can hardly seem to miss tonight. Might be I'll spend a little time with one of the ladies upstairs.
Oh, any lady in particular?
Oh, I don't know, maybe Lexi. She's the one who I like the most.
Lexi, ah, yes, interesting. That's the one with the,
Oh, there we go.
The one with the with the beautiful eyes. Or the,
yes, okay, yes. Yes, I'm sure, yes.
The fine tracts of land.
I think his perhaps local idiom that I'm not familiar with, but I'm sure she has ample land, yes. Yes. So,
And
do you...
for a second, he puts some more chips onto the table as the roulette wheel starts to go round again. And if we just give it a sec. And he puts it on number 32. E38. He loses 20 drachma. He goes, damn it. Sorry, what were you saying again, sir?
Well, that was very unlucky, sir. What was I saying? Very little. We were just discussing what you were planning on doing with your winnings. Have you thought about going for 00?
Go for 00? What, like some kind of, you mean that kind of loser's bet? They call it.
Well, the odds dictate that it must come up every now and then. Have you not given any thought to perhaps one day it could work for you to place that chip on that 00? What a story it would be to woo the ladies. Imagine, if you will, the tale of how you walked out of the casino richer than you entered, all from taking a single chance.
He goes, you do realize 00 is for the house, right?
Is it? Oh, the rules must be very different here from where I'm from. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. In that case, I bid you good day. Patrick was the name. Patrick Johnson. Goodbye.
He goes, Adrian, pleasure to make your acquaintance, Patrick.
Ah, Adrian. Yes, lovely to meet you, sir. Lovely. Wolf. Perhaps we should go.
Okay. I'm coming.
Hey, have you got anything you wanted to say to these guys?
No, I'm going to try and find a better place to do it.
Okay. As you head out, you do see one of the working girls walking upstairs. It's the one with the tentacle arm, and she's arm in arm with a punter. And what marks you strange about the punter is that he's armed. He's got a holstered stub revolver. And you haven't seen anyone else who's armed within the whole casino.
Ooh,
Arnold, look.
should we follow him?
I mean, I've had a drink. Just so you're aware, I'm a little off my game. But yes, we should definitely follow him.
Okay. So you head upstairs. You move out into the stairwell. You start to head upstairs, and the gentleman and this working girl. Well, they're a little bit ahead of you, and as you catch up to them, you see them heading off into a private room. And the working girl, she looks at you both there, and she sees that neither of you have come with a lady with yourself, and so she puts an arm on the gentleman, goes, "You just go on inside," and she walks up to you two.
I was wondering if I can make a booking with you.
Says, "Well, I might be available in an hour or so.
Is it best to come back then?
Sure, I mean, I'll look out for you after I'm finished up here."
Oh, okay, okay.
And
let's do
and
that.
your
I really want
friend, are you a double act?
Patrick.
Well, I don't know. I'd like that tentacle wrapped around me.
Well,
Anyway, I'm sure you've got good fun with your guest, Mr. Gunman over there.
Mr. Gunman. You mean the governor?
Oh, the governor. That's the governor. We haven't been here a long time. That's all.
All right. Well, I'll
About an
keep my
hour,
eye out for
yeah?
you. I'll come and find you. Well, yeah, maybe an hour, maybe less.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Look forward to seeing you later. Right. See.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Turn around, walk.
And she waves a hand at you. Goodbye. Okay, guys. I think we'll leave you two there for a second, and we're going to pop back to Yarn.
All through that conversation, by the way, Al, Quintius is just freaking out, staring at a tentacle.
Okay, very good. Okay, so we're going to head back to the tavern where Yarn is. Yarn, you wait up for a little while, and before too long, the doctor turns up, and he sees you and James Johnson. The conversation has died down a bit between you two. He seems to be getting drunk. James. He seems to be getting drunk. The bounty hunter. So, he doesn't seem to be trying to engage you in any further conversation, really. Just a little bit of small talk, perhaps. The Dr. Jones turns up, and he sees you. How about you? You've got a drink. You had 2 drinks brought to you by the bounty hunter.
I'm just sipping away at the first one.
Okay, so you're only working on the first one. You're taking your time with it, so it's not to get inebriated.
Mm-hmm.
So the doctor turns up, and and the boy is with him, and the boy points to you, Jan, and the doctor walks up.
I'll wave at him. Say, "Yo, doctor, man, I need the healing, man. We had a rough day out."
He goes, yes, quite. He nods his head at the bounty hunter, who nods his head back. Dr. Jones says, "Shall we go to your room and have a look?"
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'll be back down soon, Jimbo. Take it steady on the booze, man.
Yeah, and Deadeye slurs. He goes, "I surely will." Yeah, so you head upstairs to your room, and it's just you and Dr. Jones up there. And Dr. Jones will start to have a look at the dog bite. Okay. So you take your armor off on that location and show him the wound, and he goes, "That's quite nasty. What's happened here?"
Dog bite, man.
Dog bite, nasty. Might be infected. Let me have a look. He has a close examination of the bite wound. He goes, yes, it's as I feared. I think it may be infected.
Oh no, man.
The dogs around the miasma. Their wounds often turn sour.
Sour dog.
He says, "Take this," and he pulls a vial out of his doctor's bag. He says, "Drink this."
Okay.
Are you going to drink it?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. You knock the liquid back. It tastes
What
slightly
juice?
sweet. And he also takes out some bandages. and he begins to dress the wound, and he washes it down as well. He gets some water from and puts it in a bowl and starts to wash down the wound and then dress it. Okay, time to make a healing roll. Oh, but before he does this, he asks for some money first. He says, "I'll offer you a discount because you are a friend of Lady R, and any friend of Lady R is a friend of mine.
Oh, doctor.
I got 25 drachma for you, sir."
Well, thank you kindly for your services, doctor. I'll give him 25.
Okay.
Got 166, so leaves me with 141.
Okay. Okay, and then he attempts to heal your wounds. Okay, and then I must remember these rules.
The convoluted rules of healing.
I always forget these. So give me a moment, please. Okay, that's actually quite easy to remember, but I certainly won't. So he heals you for 5 wounds, which I think puts you back up to 4.
Yeah, man, because I was on 6, and I got 10.
Okay, so he seems to have done the trick, and he says to you, "Yes, I do seem to be coming and seeing you, you gentlemen rather often. You seem to be getting into quite a lot of scrapes."
Yeah, we're setting ourselves up as crocodile huntsmen after the gators, the big lizards, and maybe the odd bounty or two. So I'm sure you'll be getting a lot of business from us.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, yes. But as I say, I shall give you a discount because of yes, because you're friends with Lady R, and yes, I shall be about my business then. Good day to you, sir.
Thank you kindly, doctor.
Okay.
Safe.
So, right, are you heading back downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, head back to.
Well, first of all, I'm going to have a little look out the window. What does the window in our room look out onto?
To the outside of the inn. There's a little patch of ground
Can I
and an
see?
outlet. You can see.
Like, does it? Can I see kind of like the entrance or where people might be viewing us coming in and out of the
No,
bar?
it looks out onto the side of the building. You can see, like say, an outhouse. You can see a freshly dug grave.
Bad dog.
But you can't see anyone watching the window from where you are.
When I see the grave, I'm going to say, "Ah, fucking here, dogs." Shake my head, wander back inside. Yeah, I'll have a little head down, maybe gingerly scope the place before I go down the stairs. That makes sense. I want to see if anyone's kind of come in yet.
Okay, make an awareness test, please.
I am wondering if somebody is searching for us. No.
Okay, you look around gingerly and you try to see if anyone is keeping an eye on you, and you don't think that they are.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cool. We'll go back down.
you've come to distrust this place, though.
Yeah.
Just because
Right.
you can't see them doesn't mean that they're not there.
Yes. And my earpiece just randomly fucking failed. Which makes me wonder, is there a psychic way to stop things like that from working?
It's
There's
a
some kind
psychic way to mess with electronics. You
Yes.
are aware that there is a way of jinxing mechanical items. You can mess with a machine spirit. You can cause weapons to jam. These are things that are possible using the power of psychics.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to go down and have a little chat with Jimbo and pull out the fucked up Buddha and say, "What do you know about this, man?"
Okay. James, you see he's deep in his cups at the minute, and he's got himself another amasec. While you've still got about 1.5 drinks left there.
Mm-hmm.
So he seems to be making his way through quite a bit of amasec. And he goes, well,
Jimbo, you literally be drinking like there's no tomorrow, Jimbo. It might not be.
well, you spend enough time on this Emperor Forsaken rock, you might take to drinking same as me. You ain't been here long, have you? You ain't been here long. You don't know what this place is like. You ain't seen the things I've seen.
Why I'm not forthcoming with my background and what we be doing here. Maybe in time we can trust each other a bit more, man. But
And he raises his glass to that. Says, maybe in time. And he looks at the
I still think it's a good idea to get the Imperial cult going, man, because faith can prevent what the mob be doing to us.
He goes, you surely right there. Only defense against this sort of evil. This faith in the Emperor. And he looks at the statuette that you get out and he goes, he says, may I? And he
Yes, yeah, man.
and he takes it up and starts to have a look around it. And he goes, yeah, it looks like the cult of the laughing monk.
Yeah,
Well,
man. Give me the heebie-jeebies.
But yeah, I surely see that. These guys, well, I heard all sorts of rumors as to what they get up to. All the swamp dwellers, they're mostly at it. They think this world is so harsh and so unforgiving that you need to turn to the laughing monk to give you protection. I think there's something deeply wrong with this. And he hands it back to you.
I think
you got any?
There is something wrong with it. I need to dispose of it in the proper manner, man. The manner that the Emperor be happy with me disposing of it. You can.
Well, yeah, I can. See the Emperor. He's a fan of the flame. Flame cures all manner of ills. That's what I've been told.
Righteous burning, man. Righteous.
I think the Emperor would like to take the flame to this whole planet. This place too wet to burn, though.
You just need a big enough flame, man.
Well, I'll drink to that. And he starts to drink a bit more of his amethyst.
I'll raise a glass to that. Who, if we try to bring back the Imperial cult, man, who's gonna stop us? Because that place surely be looking run down, man. Like nobody giving it near love.
Well, he goes, I think there are plenty of people who don't want the church to thrive. I mean, there's the authorities around this place for a start. The governor, the enforcers. There's no lost love there with the Imperial cult. And then you got all the swamp dwellers, all these monk worshippers. They
Just man.
yeah, they can't stand for the church either. Mostly people who worship the Imperial cult around here, they go missing. And I heard the church had closed its doors for quite some time now. It's dangerous to wear the Aquila around these parts.
I'm just wondering if disposing of this Buddha might be a good idea in like the Imperial Church.
You asking him that, or are you just thinking that?
Yeah, I'll ask him that. So, do you think maybe destroying this within the Imperial Church might be beneficial now?
Well, I don't know, to be sure. Maybe old Henry, he'll do some sort of ritual or something. I don't know. I don't know if he has any power or not. I don't know if he can sanctify that place. surely ain't got any power to hold the mutation at bay. So I don't know. I don't know if he can help you or not, but I don't think it could do any harm. Maybe if you burn it in there, might be the best place for it. I think you might be honest. I think you might be honest, Lorraine.
Yeah, please.
Orange colour.
Orange, please. What time is it now? What time of day?
It's getting on a bit now. We're maybe getting on to about 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Yeah, I feel like I should wait for my colleagues before splitting, just in case.
Yeah.
The,
What do you mean? What do you mean? It's best to have the party in 4 separate units. That's the best way.
I'm in, yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Hey, we're together now, me and Quintus.
You are together. So before we move on to them, old James got another thing to say to you. He goes, these monk worshippers, I think they make their main holy place. It's out in Grimsport. I heard they got this giant
fish heads, man.
golden monk, this giant icon, and that's they all dance around. They do rituals and stuff.
Wasn't that were we told that was at who's the bloke who scanned us for coin with the
Wesley Marino.
Yeah, is it the Marinos that hang out at Grimsport?
I mean, Gumbo told you that the family, it's one of their centers of power in the region. The other one being the Victorious, which is a disused battleship.
Disused. I we can go there.
Well, as in, okay, well, not disused. As in, it's immobile. Say it's doesn't sail anywhere.
Guns still works.
The guns still work, yeah. But yeah, so you do know that the Marinos and other allied families reside in Grimsport, and it's their breadbasket. Okay, so unless you've got anything more to ask, we'll move back over to Arnold and Quintius.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Where are we? We're heading. Where are we going?
You're in the casino. You're just upstairs. You just exchanged your words with a working girl who you don't know her name, but she's a tentacled one. She said she'll come and see Arnold after she's done.
Yeah.
And and then she heads off into the room with the governor in.
I've got
and now there's no one there watching you, looking at you.
Okay, Arnold, I don't like this place. I think we should leave.
That's what I said. Let's go.
Well, I'm agreeing with you. Let's. How can we? Where's Alexa?
Alexa will get back.
Maybe we should go and just
Why don't we
stick
wait?
our heads in and just see if she's. No, you're right. She'll find her way back. Come on, let's go.
Okay. Right. So you're heading off then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna get my weapons and leave the casino.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you head downstairs, the pair of you.
I'm having one last look round for Brittany as I'm leaving.
Okay. You don't see her. You don't see her.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll reluctantly leave, sort of hovering on the doorstep for a moment, another quick glance, and then leave and collect my weapons on the way out.
Make a willpower test, please, for me.
Oh God, I knew this was coming.
Do I have to?
Just
No,
a straight,
No, just Quintius.
just straight willpower.
Great willpower.
I have had a drink.
You have. Oh yes, that'll be at -10.
It's a fail. 2 degrees failure.
Okay. I'll send you a message. That's always a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can probably work out what I'm going to say anyway. But...
Yeah, I think I can.
Bad juju, man.
You might need to drop what we mentioned down and hold it in that way. You know.
Okay. So, Arnold, as you come back downstairs, you see Mr. Gravel. He's come inside and he's starting to do a bit of a patrol, and he's looking around everyone. And as he does a patrol, you can see that people are slightly worried of this guy as he starts to do a patrol round and just checking there's no trouble. But you can feel that the volume in the honeypot definitely goes down a few notches as Gravel makes the patrol.
Okay, noted. We're gonna sort of like go the other way to Gravel.
Okay.
And
So you
weapons and
try and
leave,
avoid him, and you head back to
Yeah.
head back to the front door. There's someone else on the door. Gravel hasn't left it on guard, and you can get your weapons back if you want.
Yep.
I'm following Arnold awkwardly around the casino to the front door, but when I get to the weapons place, I'm going to go, actually, Arnold, now I think about it, maybe we shouldn't leave Alexa alone here. And Jan's alone back at the inn. I'm at a bit of a loss what to do here, Arnold. One of us should stay here. I think maybe I should stay with Alexa.
Ha 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 ha. All right, Quintus. Listen to your dick. I'll see you later.
I don't know what you're talking about. Phosphorus. Even from another world, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, Quintus. Bye bye.
Okay, and I'm going to loiter around the door awkwardly for a few moments, still looking for Brittany.
Okay. So Arnold, you head off. Well, you've got your armor back. You're just a few credits down. What would you like to do? There's still the group of two groups of mercenaries and enforcers outside the door.
I know. I'm really tempted to stand behind them and go, "Oh, black shirts!" in a hick voice. Call them like really shit at the job or something. Slate them and then run off.
Haven't.
Well, and hope think it's some mercs. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go straight back to the inn.
Okay, you head
Okay.
head back to the inn. Okay. Right. So you're heading off back to the inn. Quintius, after a little time, you start to see the face that you wanted to see.
Okay.
Walking down the stairs. And when you see her, you get a kind of a rush of adrenaline, and yeah, she doesn't seem to have noticed you, and she's
Okay.
kind of walking down with a punter by her side.
Okay. So just looking at something. I'm going to nonchalantly straighten my cravat, adjust my hat, try and adopt an air of relaxed, noble, what passes for cool in those circles, and begin to approach her, nonchalantly looking about the place, and then as I get close, go, "Ah, my dear Brittany, a good day, my dear," and then carry on walking.
Okay, she looks at you and she favors you with a slight smile, and gives you a little tiny nod of the head, and she goes, "Oh, Patrick, isn't it?"
Patrick, yes, that's right, absolutely, yes, Patrick.
And she smiles at you, and you say you're heading off as she.
Are you free at all this evening, my dear, or do you have a current business?
She goes, I knew I'd see you again, Mr. Patrick. Yeah, I could make time for you.
What,
You wanna-
now? Or?
Yeah, sure. Let's head upstairs.
Okay, very well. There's just there's a matter I wish to discuss. Perhaps we could discuss it upstairs in private.
Oh, we surely can. And she heads up, and she gives you a look with her jet black eyes, and you find it difficult to read her emotions
Okay.
because her eyes are so alien.
Okay.
And you head upstairs.
Yeah.
To the second floor.
Once.
Mhm.
Once we're in a room, I'm going to pull out 90. No, I'm going to pull out 80 drachma from my man purse, because I imagine Quintius has a man purse.
Has a man bag, does he?
And he's going to say, now I know what your usual financial arrangement is. However, perhaps I can, I'm going to start patting my pockets down, looking for Obadiah's ring.
Okay.
But I think I left it
Let's
back at the
have a
inn.
I'll have to. I mean, I believe you did. Let me get my doodah up. Spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I don't have the ring down here actually. Let's have a look on your character sheet. I thought you marked some of the stuff that you left behind with asterisks for this.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. I've got the ring on me.
Okay. I mean, I don't have it noted, so I would say you can decide. But as it seems that you have got it on you, so
Yeah. So I'm going to pull the Obadiah's ring out and say, however, this must have some financial value, and offer the ring as well as the 80 drachma.
she looks it, and she can see just giving it the praising eye, and she'll say, "You just hold up here a moment, will you? I'm just going to have this checked out."
Yes, very well.
We get all sorts of calm men trying to pull things with us with ladies, so we can't take you as you were, unfortunately. But I'll go have someone check this out. And she
I
hands out the ring.
assure you, my dear, I am not a con man. Wait. And as she leaves, I'm just going to suddenly... Wolf, come in.
Okay.
What is it? Hello?
Wolf.
Quintius,
Yes.
what do you
Yes.
want?
Wolf, I'm not sure, but I might have done something rather stupid. Where are you going right now?
I'm off back to the inn.
Right. I'll meet you there. 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Is there a window in this room, Alan? Once she's gone? No.
Dun, 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 dun.
There are one thing that is in here that you clocked in your previous visit was some cosmetics.
Yes.
Which
Can I have a quick look around the room and sidle over to the cosmetics?
okay, you're having a look around. Let's say there's a cupboard or wardrobe rather that you open up and there's just loads of different bits of odd clothing in here. There's like a bedside table with a little drawer in there.
Okay. I'm gonna. How many? Can you give me an estimate of how many uses there are of the cosmetics, or something like that?
Roll a d3.
A D3. I can't see. It's very dark in here. 3.
Yay.
You estimate there are 3 units worth of cosmetics.
I'm just going to take 1.
Okay. All right. So we'll add 1 unit of cosmetics. So you're having a look in this drawer on the bedside table. It's about the only other thing of interest.
Yeah, let's have a look at that.
Okay. You open the drawer, and in it there is a pair of handcuffs and a very wicked-looking knife. It's quite heavy knife with a hooked tip.
Right. Okay. I'm going to take them both. I'm going to snatch the handcuffs, stuff them in a pocket, take the knife, and wait. What am I wearing? Am I wearing shoes? Am I wearing? Did we establish I had ridiculous shoes?
You haven't bought the fancy shoes, no. They're 700 odd drachma. Is that what you mean?
No, I meant. No, I never described Quintius's shoes. I can't say they were boots. The knife, I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it up my right sleeve.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's not longer than a forearm.
No. But it is quite. It's more of a machete than a cutting knife. It's quite large. It's not quite a machete, but there's definitely some size to it. It seems overly large.
Actually, no. Fuck it. I'm going to put it back in the drawer, but I am going to take the handcuffs. And you say there's no window.
No window? No.
Okay, I'm going to creep over to the door and have a listen.
Okay. You can't hear anything, but you get the impression that the room is
Whatever.
soundproof to some degree.
I'm going to very quietly open the door.
Okay. Open the door. You listen outside. Can't hear anything.
I'm going to quickly step out the door and pull the door shut behind me.
Okay.
Frantically look up and down the corridor. Where am I? What can I see?
You're on the top floor. You look down the corridor, and there are a series of private rooms along this corridor. Each, you assume, leads to a similar room to this one. There are eight rooms that you can see, and then there is the stairwell leading downstairs to the first floor. You
Still got
hear
the swords.
laughter, and you hear laughter from downstairs, and someone has maybe won big on one of the tables, and there's a jolt of noise.
I'm going to. What the fuck just popped up? I'm going to sword stick cane in my right hand.
Yep.
I'm going to head down down the stairs back towards the main room in a panicky, jittery manner.
As you do so, you see Brittany coming the other way. She walks up the stairs and she sees you, and she graces you with another smile.
Oh, hello, my dear. I was just coming to see where you'd got to. Yes.
She goes, well, I had someone look over your ring, and sure, that'll do for payment. So why don't you come back upstairs? And truth be told, it's worth quite a bit, that ring. So I'll give you a special time.
Really? Well, this is most unexpected. Very well. And I'm going to head back towards the room. And I'm going to lead the way and open the door for her and usher her in. And as she enters the room, I'm just going to... Arnold, stand down. Don't worry. It was all a bit of a fuss over nothing. And then I'm going to take my combead out and stuff it in my pocket and go in the room after her.
Okay, you take combead out. You put it in your pocket, and you head back inside with Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
So she gestures for you to lay on the bed.
Quintius removes his hat, probably his shoes, and
what are you wearing, by the way? Are you wearing your armor, or are you just wearing your?
I believe I was wearing my my normal clothes.
I thought so, but
I was wearing the armor when we went hunting, but then I think I would have changed out of it when we got back.
Sure. Okay. So she gestures for you to lay on the bed, and
hat off, shoes off, lay on the bed. No.
okay, and she goes to the bedside drawer and opens it, and she goes, "Well, ain't that the strangest thing?"
Is something wrong, my dear?
She goes, "Yeah, something's missing. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?"
Well, it depends what's missing as to whether I'd know anything about it, my dear.
She goes, "Well, it was a pair of handcuffs."
Pair of handcuffs.
It gives you a little wink.
Well, no, I don't know anything about such a thing. However, I'm not really into that sort of kinky, domination type exchange. It's not really my bag.
She goes, "Well, that's your loss," she says.
Yeah,
and then she joins you on the bed.
Okay.
And so then your time with her is very enjoyable.
Okay.
You lose 1 insanity point.
Yay!
You gain a temporary fate point. That is useful. That is useful. You can use up until it is used. So the first time you use a fate point, that's the one that goes. It can't be burned. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And you also would you roll a d3?
Oh, not Alan. If it's all the same to you, but
I'm afraid this is mandatory.
Shit.
Whee!
Okay. And what did you roll?
3.
Oh, again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you gain 3 corruption points.
Yeah. I thought it was. Shit. That's 13.
Beat me.
Okay. Are you in the highest? I think you're the highest now in corruption. Okay, so yeah, you have a fantastic time. It's that kind of feeling, you know, if you've gone without a cigarette for a long time, that first time that you have one, it's like the satiation of an addiction almost. And she lays down with you afterwards, and that's when we'll move on to Arnold.
Hi.
I'm just going to go for a piss while you start doing that. I'll be right back.
Hey, Arnie, what do you want to do, buddy?
Well, can you get the map of the map up?
Yeah, get the map of the portal.
So what number?
Okay. So
Eight.
you are the honeypot is number 13.
Number 13.
And the the inn I think is number 7, I believe.
All right, I'm going to take a dodgy back alley route.
Okay. So you're going to head off. Do you want to draw on the map roughly what route you're taking?
Okay. Freehand.
Watch out for those pit traps.
Yeah, the sun has set, and it's just the light of the Miasma now. So quite disturbing. So can you draw on it? Okay. So you take the back routes. You are noticed by the enforcers and the mercenaries as you head off, and you you head off into kind of a residential area, and you see the odd person, the odd civilian wandering around.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Any habits? Anything of note?
any habits of what do you mean?
I mean, observational common things I'm seeing from day to day.
So like most of the houses around here seem pretty poorly constructed. They're made often of just wood, not many stone houses. And there's a kind of sense in the air that almost of something rotten.
Oh, okay.
You can hear arguments going on. It sounds like some people are arguing over something.
Yeah, just someone
Alright.
outside.
Okay, I'm carrying on my walk then.
Okay. But yeah, you carry on walking. A bit further on, there's some dogs barking. You appear to have alerted some dogs protecting a house.
All right, carry on.
Okay. So yeah, the rest of your journey is seems fairly uneventful.
You don't fuck
Apart
with dogs.
from when you get nearly towards the inn itself, and you can hear a mechanical whirring, almost like it's something that you wouldn't expect to hear in this town, this low-tech town. It sounds like a repulsor unit.
I'm gonna stand and try and listen to where it's coming from, if that's all right.
Yeah. You think it's hovering above you, and as you look up, you think you can see something floating down towards you. Right, and then we're going to leave that there and go over to Alexa.
Ah, very good.
Johnny, you with us, buddy?
I
I'm
am.
gonna unmute you now.
Excellent stuff. Hello.
Okay, so you finished up at the big game. We've just done your session as to what happens there,
Okay.
and you leave the game, and you head off into the honeypot itself.
Yep.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
I'm just going to get my weapons and leave.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, you get your weapons, you leave, and you head off back to the inn. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and you take the main route.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, you head off back to the inn, and right. well, that was quicker than expected. So we'll go over to Quintius. Quintius, you've finished up, and
I
yeah,
finished
you
up.
had a fantastic time.
Okay.
So, but not quite as dangerous as it could have been.
Right, there's 11 drachma left. I've got rid of that. Okay, I've sold the ring. Oh no, the guys are going to be so angry when
They'll
they
have forgotten
find
all
out.
about that. They'll have
When
forgotten
they
all.
find out. Right, I'm going to. Well, thank you very much, my dear. I hope to see you again, and I'm going to scoot off.
Okay, and she you scoot off, and she says, "I'm sure I'll see you again."
Yes, and just awkwardly stumble out the door, probably fumbling with the doorknob for a good 30 seconds.
Okay.
I bet
As you head off, you hear her before the door shuts. Go to the drawer again. You think she might have taken the knife out of the bedside table.
Okay. Still with sword stick cane in right hand, I head straight down the stairs out the casino to retrieve my weapons and leave.
Okay, so you head off, and there's nothing that kind of stops you as you do so. You get your weapons back, no problem, and you leave without incident and head back to
Okay,
the
head
inn.
back to the inn. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to come back to Arnold. Arnold, you're
looking at this
looking at
drone.
this thing, and it comes down towards you, hovering down, and you see as it gets closer that it is a servo skull. Seems quite a small servo skull, and it hovers down closer and closer towards you.
All right.
And as it gets
Oh.
close, gets close to you, it says over a little vox system. Where are we? Let me find it. It goes, "This is Papa Goose to little chicks. Repeat, this is Papa Goose to little chicks. Return to the spaceport as soon as possible." And it's a little tinny vox. And it just starts to repeat that message over and over again. "This is Papa Goose to little chicks.
Okay.
Repeat,
Okay.
this is Papa Goose." And so on and so on. "Return to the spaceport as soon as possible."
Is the server skull in reachable
Yep.
distance?
Yep.
Gonna grab it.
Okay, you grab it.
I'll Goosey coming with me to tell the rest of the units.
Make a weapon skill test, please.
Okay, give me a second. Where are you there? Just a basic one.
Yeah, just a basic attack. Oh no, I mean you can do an all-out attack if you want, plus 30.
Well, not attack.
Just
It's
trying
for
to
us,
grab
isn't
it.
it? Yeah,
Mhm.
just trying to grab it. So with a plus 30, I'm going to try dive and grab it.
Okay.
Oh, I do.
Okay, so you grab it, and it tries to dodge out of the way, but you grab it and you hold it, and you don't think it's going to get anywhere. So you've got it firmly in your grasp.
All right. I'm going to jam him in my backpack.
Okay. So you jam in the backpack and you head back to the inn, and at the inn you all meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray! The group is
Reunited.
reunited.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Okay, so as you walk in, there's Jan.
Each other with such news about how much we've lost.
There's Jan and Deadeye. Sorry, there's Jan and James Deadeye Johnson. Let me just put everyone onto the map. Where's Quintius? There he is. All right, so you're all together.
Yep.
Bubba walks over and goes, "Can I get you gentlemen a drink?" And James, you see the bounty hunter who's sat with Jan. He looks quite hammered, and he goes, "Drink, I'll put it on my tab, Bubba."
I'll have a sarsaparilla, please.
Oh, you don't want that shit, says Deadeye. You don't want any of that shit.
Oh,
You,
really?
You are the good stuff.
Oh, no,
Good
I'm sick. I'm sick, please.
Yeah, and Bubba brings over a round of Amsec.
Okay, cool.
And you see that Yarn has a drink and a half, pretty much, in front of him. While you see that Deadeye James Johnson has about 6 or 7 glasses.
So, Mr. Johnson, enjoying a
Yeah.
little drink, are we?
Yeah, I'm enjoying a little drink. Nice to see you, gentlemen.
And you too, you too. Tell me, how long has it been since you were last in gunmetal?
Whoa, gunmetal. Now, and you see him for a second. It looks like he sobers up a mite, and he looks
Okay.
you straight in the eye and says, "I'm sure I don't know what you mean, Mister Patrick. Was it?
Yes, Patrick Dunstan.
Yeah, I'm sure I don't know what you mean."
I think you know exactly what I mean, Mr. Johnson. You are a native of gunmetal. I would know that accent anywhere. Fear not. Your secret's safe with me. We, too, are not from around these parts.
I'm just gonna jab him in Quintius in the ribs, hard, quite hard.
Okay.
Can I drink my drink?
Sorry.
Can I drink my drink?
Of course you can. If anyone who's drinking the drink, please make a toughness check.
Yeah, I'll drink that. I'll drink the drink.
With
Not
any
yet.
pluses, plus 20 in it this time because I've had one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to say, yeah, my earpiece is broken. Just died suddenly on the way here. Can you?
Earpiece.
Yeah, my earpiece, man. My communication device is no longer working. Can you check it for me, man?
Alexa, figure out what happened to it.
Okay, I'll have a look at it. If
For
you,
a second,
I'm gonna go. I'll figure out how to fix that. When you figure out how to
I
shut
can't
him,
unmute Johnny.
how to mute it then. Yeah. Okay. I'll fix it.
say Deadeye looks up
it's
when
a-
you refer to Alexa as Alexa, and
Who?
you
Me?
can see that he clocks you say that.
Have I said anybody's name yet?
No.
No, it was me.
Ugh,
I thought I said yeah.
blowing
Yeah.
past.
You, not you. It's Quintius who called Alexa.
It's
That might
me.
be-
I passed that toughness test for the drink, just because I've got plus 30 on the start first drink. I think. Do I? Yes. No.
You should get plus 30 on it. Yes. Deadeye stands up for a second. He says, "Well, looks like I'm out of outstayed my welcome."
Please, Mr. Deadeye, please take a seat. I do not have any plans to reveal your nature.
Oh no, see that you keep your self to yourself. Walls have ears round this place.
Oh, very well. Please,
Yeah,
won't you?
and Quintus, your mouth. Ah! Who's Quintus?
I'm gonna just jab Arnie in the ribs.
Well, Patrick Quintus Maximus. All right, don't be ashamed of your bloody middle name.
Loose lips, man. Y'all be spending too long in that gambling establishment, man.
This is turning into a verbal Three Stooges sketch.
Quintus Maximus.
Yeah.
So Deadeye says, "I'll leave you gentlemen to it," and he says to Jan, he says, "You mind what I said, Jan? You mind what I said?"
Yeah, General man, you stay safe. You see him?
And he starts to stagger away, and as he does, he crashes his leg into one of the chairs.
I'm gonna try and catch him quick.
Oh, he doesn't fall. He just batters the chair with his leg, and you reckon he'll leave a fair old bruise.
He wouldn't have felt that.
Yeah, certainly not. Not in the amount of hammer
Fucking
seconds. And he starts to stagger away, and he's muttering a bit under his breath as well as he does so. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna go for a slash and get a drink.
Okay, cool.
Do the same if you want.
I'm just gonna discuss with you guys. I'll be like, well, gentlemen, I lost it all. How did you guys do?
I lost some coin as well.
It appears they've got wise to us. I think it's all been rigged against us. Statistically speaking, we should have won some money.
Oh well. Statistically speaking, I shouldn't have had 3 rounds of success last time, and I shouldn't have lent you all money. But hey, I'm a nice guy. Keep buying you all shit.
Don't you worry, Wolf. I have a very good memory for my debts. I am intentionally saying the wrong names, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Quintius has had a drink. He's besotted by a hypnotic demon woman. Demon. Well, no, I think she's just a mutant, but she's definitely got some sort of hypnotic effect. So
I reckon
I'm playing the role of someone whose mind is a little addled right now.
You're doing a good job.
you are doing a good job.
Cracking job. The cover has been blown wide open, potentially.
I know. But hey, that's how it goes.
But having said that, like a servo skull flying around, yelling out a code could quite equally next to any one of us could quite easily do the cover.
Which is now in Arnie's backpack. So as we're sat here having this conversation, occasionally you can hear this "Mother Goose, come in, little hands" over the box. Where's that noise coming from? Oh, what noise? I can't hear anything.
Well, I'm just gonna
Mother Goose.
wait for Al to get back so I can go. We need to go upstairs now. Get to the bedroom.
Servo store will self-destruct.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So
So you're all sat in the downstairs. Deadeye James Johnson has staggered away into the dark.
I'm gonna stand
You've
up.
all outed each other's names in quick succession.
I'm gonna stand up and go. Get to the bedroom now.
Yes. Good.
Follow me.
Good idea. All of us. Come on. Off we go.
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow. Okay.
Not like that, Alexa. Come on.
Is that? I was going to turn to Quincy like, is that all you think about?
Yes, it is, actually. As a matter of fact, since I came here, it's all I think about. I apologize. I can't help it. Now, come on. Off we go. Me and you, to the bedroom. Not like that. Close your dirty mind.
Duly noted. And then I was turned and
Quintius,
flicked my hair in his face and then just, head up to the bedroom.
So you do realise, Quintius, because you do have an eye for the ladies that Alexa is she's undone her body like her body suit slightly, and she's wearing her hair down, and she looks quite attractive.
I sneak a glimpse at her cleavage as she walks off past me.
You walk upstairs and
don't notice. My awareness is terrible.
Okay, you upstairs there?
Okay.
Right, is everybody is after everybody walks into the room? I'll be right. Let's be quiet. I'll get my backpack out.
I brought my Amasec with me that I didn't drink.
Oh, yeah. Quintus. I'll
set my volume down on the side of my grill.
Okay.
Is that better?
Right, everyone. We've got to go.
What do you mean we've got to go?
Look at this. Hold the server scroll up.
I thought I could hear something down in the cabin.
Says Papa Goose to little chick. It's much quieter than that. Yes, it starts repeating the same thing. It's just going on loop. It says Papa Goose to little chicks. Come in, little chicks. Return to the spaceport as soon as possible.
I'll stuff it into the back.
You recognise the voice of Lieutenant Charles Ash, who took you down to the surface in the cargo lifter.
Okay.
Right.
I think we should listen.
We get the first train out of here before anything goes awry.
A train out of here? We haven't accomplished our objectives.
No, well,
we've
if we
so much more to do here. We can't just.
There must be extra information we need. This is command protocol.
Well, maybe.
Command.
Well, maybe the rest of you should go. I should stay here. I should definitely stay
There's
here.
no way you're staying here.
Keep an eye
Quintius.
on things. Why not? It's perfectly safe. No, we've
I
been
will
here
carry
for.
you to the port myself.
You will not carry me. I will not suffer such indignation as to be carried.
What if you're not going to come? So
Why
what shall we
you
tell them?
testing
Okay,
so
what's
much?
that? You stay. You
Go,
stay.
go,
I say. Don't worry. You deliberately
I'm going to pull out. I'm going to
disobeyed
pull out
the
my
command
las
from us-
pistol, and I'm going to stick it to
from
Quintius's
our
head.
superior officers.
I'm sticking the pistol to Quintius's head into Quintius's cheek, and going, "You are committing an act of heresy. You will be terminated duly unless you come with us."
I am not committing an act of heresy. I am merely
I'm
trying.
going to push that. I'm going to push the barrel into his mouth, so it's sort of like going like that.
I am not. committing an act-
Is Johnny muted for everyone else?
No. It's just
yeah.
you, mate. You must have done it. You probably muted him because he was annoying you, and then
No, I can't unmute him. It's
Oh.
so fucking weird.
So it's
weird.
It's for the
That's
best.
strange. Okay, what about his user volume?
Hang on a second.
Same again.
Hang on a
Me
second.
go out and back.
Anyway, Johnny, as you try and put the gun towards his mouth, yeah, Quintius.
Can you hear me now?
Quintius just flinches away, and he starts to back away from you all.
Oh no, I am not
I'm
going
just
to
gonna-
I'm not going to force you to come, but I will tell our superior officer that you didn't want to follow orders and come with us and see how
And
that
I'm
goes down.
I'm going to look at Arnie and go, perhaps we can claim a bounty on this one.
I am not a bounty, and I am not committing heresy. I am merely saying somebody should stay here to keep an eye on things. Our mission was to.
How much do you think we could get for him, Arnie? Wolf, how much do you think we could get for this one? Heretic? Deserter? Womanizer?
I'm not.
I am
I'm
none
not
of-
going to sell this man.
I am
Actually,
not a heretic. I am not a deserter. It's quite simple.
I'm not selling this man. All I want him to do is accompany us. Anyway, when's the nearest train? Can we find out?
I'm going to put my arm under Quincy's arm, and I'm just going to look at Arnie and then nod for his other arm. And I think we should just frog march him out of here, to be honest, and just go
We
to
need
the
to
front.
check, like the stuff first.
Well, guys, it's fairly late at night. The next train won't be till tomorrow morning at the very earliest.
I think
So
we could get
there's
some
no point
sleep
going
first.
anywhere yet.
Yeah.
Next train in the morning.
Okay.
What's
do
everybody
that.
else say?
I was tempted. I unlink my arm, and then I holster the pistol, and just give a quizzical look to Quintius. And can I try and scan him or look at him and see if there's any things on him, like his body, and see if there's any sort of signs of.
Make an awareness test. What are you looking for exactly, sorry?
I'm just looking for signs of, not corruption, but just signs of if he's if he's on something other than alcohol, if something else other than alcohol is affecting him.
Make an awareness test.
Okay.
Yeah, Synesians him, see if there's any psychic trace on him.
You will
Sure.
do no such thing to me. You won't put your weird little probes in my orifices. James, I've
So-
got no video for you.
Yeah, I don't think I've rolled actually. I've got 52. Hang on, I didn't roll it. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, submit there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You've, I mean, neither of you can pick up any psychic emanation or any evidence that he's addicted, but you're not sure whether you'd be able to tell just by looking at him anyway. Brownie, the main kind of psychic emanation you're getting is from the statue that you're already possessing, but you're already aware of that, so you're not really picking up anything new.
Anyway, I'm gonna.
There's no emanation from Quintius's crotchal region. Some sort of chaotic residue or anything untoward.
You have nothing untoward.
No,
I have not got warp crabs, if that's what you're asking.
I'm going to pull up a chair just in front of the door to block it off, and then go to sleep there.
Okay.
I'll just take the bag.
This is Pepper Bruce, the little chicks. Come in, little chicks. You're trying to get to sleep, but there's this tinny little vox.
Can
I'm
I
not breaking
try
it. I'm not breaking
an
it.
interface with it and send a message?
You can try. You can make a tech use test.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
take
can add
this test.
you can add +10 for your interface.
Okay, so check use and check. Keyboard's not working for some reason. Return to it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that with a fate point.
You don't have a fate point, Johnny. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't do
You
it.
burnt it. Remember?
Yes, that's
Oh
right.
yeah. I mean, you interface this machine. You realise that there's no long range Vox on the servo skull. It's only a short range, like a Vox speaker. There's no way that you could use this to communicate.
Can I turn it down?
Unless the only way you could do that would be to maybe rewrite the message and then program it somehow to go back to where it had come and perhaps send a message that way.
I could try that.
Okay, so what message do you want to override and where do you want to send it?
I'm going to override the message that we've been saying at the moment.
Yeah, but what do you want to record in its place?
I want to try and sort of I want to return to sender if there's a protocol to return to sender.
Okay.
And try and sort of do that, and then send a message say, "We'll make way back to spaceport in the morning."
Okay, so make another tech use test, please.
Okay, so come on. Yeah, there you go. That's a natural pass.
Natural one. That's a critical pass. So you get your tools out. You you believe that you can send it back. To whence it came, and you record your message. You're perfectly happy with it. You set the servo skull free, and it immediately goes over to the window and starts to bang into the window repeatedly.
Let's open the window.
Okay, you open the window, and the servo skull flies off into space.
Okay.
And you feel assured that it will it will do as you ask.
Okay. Cool.
Brownie, do you want to turn your camera back on, buddy?
Oh,
Can you hear me all right now, James?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. James,
okay.
is everything
Hello?
working out for you, Brownie, now?
Yeah, all good.
Cool. Excellent.
Did Johnny figure out what was wrong with the earpiece?
No, not yet. We've got the servo skull that Arnie got. I've reprogrammed it. I rolled a 1 to reprogram
No,
it.
like the earpiece that I told you was broken.
I'm going to fix that next. I'll have a look at that next.
Well, because you got such a lousy result off the 1, I'll let you tie that in the earpiece as well.
Yep.
The earpiece is overheated in the humid conditions.
Okay.
And you repair it in fairly short order.
Okay. Thank you.
You don't think that there's anything untoward.
No.
In its failure. You think it's
Okay.
probably a
Guys.
failure.
Guys, he's playing mind games with us now. He's making us paranoid with comms failures.
I think the major comms failure has already occurred when the Vox was dropped at the bottom of the pipe.
Obviously, well, there is that. I do try and keep a healthy dose of paranoia in my games. Okay.
It's probably inside that croc. It's probably been eaten by the croc, and it's giving off loads of weird signals and sounds to the ship in space.
That makes a lot of sense, and if that wasn't what happened, it will be now. Okay,
we'll have
so
to communicate through the crocodile when it attacks us. Like we'll have to go and find it, and then one of us will have to climb down its throat and try and communicate with Inquisitor Quintius.
It's a fucking gadget.
So then,
you'd be able to pull off Captain Hook better than any of us would. It could be your greatest role.
so is there anything else you would like to discuss tonight before you go to bed and sleep? Anything you want to discuss about what's happened to you during the evening?
I want to throw back the shot of Amasek that I carried up the stairs with me.
Okay, make a toughness test. +10 now, I think, isn't it?
4 degrees success.
Where's Arnie sleeping?
I'm going to sleep next to the door on a chair, or in front of the door on a chair.
That's your second fail now. So you've got two levels of fatigue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to Arnie and just be like, maybe you should have the bed tonight.
No, I'm okay here.
Wow, wow, wow,
Excellent.
wow, wow.
Like, okay,
Okay.
I'm just gonna zip down and just take everything off and then get on
Wow, wow,
the
wow, wow.
Okay.
And it's
All
just
right,
going to
so
pull down his pants and stay where it is, and then go to sleep happy.
okay then, guys,
Get it
if you're going to sleep, and
Yeah.
we shall leave it there.
Quintius is sleeping very restlessly. I'd like to clarify that.
Okay, very good. I wonder what you dream of.
Who knows?
Right, going to leave it there then, guys.
Okay.
And we're going to start the NPC campaign.
Okay, can I
Excellent.
quickly have a piss before we do this?
Which can.
Hello there, boys.
Good stuff.
The NPC campaign.
I'll put music on there. I'll just try and see that.
The Emperor's Grace. Oh, that's a nice ship. An upside down cathedral. With rocket boosters.
Oh, that's pretty.
Pretty.
Hmm.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Is that from the space version of that kind of epic style game we used to play?
Yeah, that's right. I think it's painted by my brother as well.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it is. I'm not 100%. I know he did do some painting for it.
Yeah, you did.
No, we definitely did. Like, with an alien race, we've got these kind of pearlescent ships. It looks absolutely amazing. I don't know whether I'm pretty sure he's did this one, but I'm not certain. But yeah, it's from Drop Zone Commander is the name of the game.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, are we all? Okay, just waiting on Mr.
It's Drop Fleet Commander, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think the epic one's Drop Zone, and I think the space
Yeah.
game might be Drop Fleet or something like that. Yeah, I think it's got slightly different names. Okay.
There's some delicious little models.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't think the game was super good. I wanted to enjoy it more than I did. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the epic nostalgia, man. I think I don't know actually because we haven't played Adeptus Titanicus yet, have we? We haven't tried any of that shit. That's supposed to be pretty tasty.
Is it? I played there was a version of Epic after the original, which I didn't think was very good at all. And I don't know if it's another
Epic
one.
40,000, wasn't it? It was the
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean nothing. I mean the first game is just going to have so much nostalgia for me that nothing I'll ever be able to.
Yeah, it's just nice. It was just so simple, but that's what made it really good.
There's a little complexity to the orders. You put the orders down face down.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't know exactly, and then you flip them, so you wouldn't know exactly
Yeah.
what the orders were. I quite like that mechanism as well.
Yes.
Right, are we all back, guys?
Yep.
So I just want to say before we get too far with this, I just want to say, do forgive me, won't you, for any duplication. There may be some slight duplication here, or I may have just ripped off my first
Mission.
my first mission to some degree. So,
Alan, I do that shit all the time.
do you? Yeah, okay. Right.
Hey, Corrupt Armory Man.
So we're going to. I will remind you with the Corrupt Army Man. This will be a test of your metagaming as well, because obviously your new characters won't know what your old characters know. Please try and keep that in mind. So let's make a start.
Let's kill the wanker.
We don't know anything.
It
You
is.
can only penalise us for metagaming once. killing them.
Are you going to read the whole start of the 40k books?
I was gonna, man. It's my pleasure. How you telling me you don't want to? You want to just skip through? You're just gonna. Honestly, yeah, I only got like 2 words off, and you're already trying to piss on my chips.
Sorry.
Yeah, but if I want to read out this fucking bit in the book, I'll do so. You listen.
30 times.
It is the 41st millennium.
No, it's not.
For more than 100. I'm muting all you guys while I get on with this. Here we go. You can just go off and have a piss or something. You know what? Leave me to my pleasure. All right, okay. It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind by the will of the gods, and master of 1,000,000 worlds by the might of his inexhaustible armies. He is a rotting carcass, writhing invisibly with power from the dark age of technology. He is the carrion lord of the Imperium, for whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day, so that he may never truly die. Yet, even in his deathless state, the Emperor continues his eternal vigilance. Mighty battle fleets cross the demon-infested Miasma of the Warp, the only route between distant stars, their way lit by the Astronomicon, the psychic manifestation of the Emperor's will. Vast armies give battle in his name on uncounted worlds. Greatest amongst his soldiers are the Adeptus Astartes, the Space Marines, bioengineered super warriors. Their comrades in arms are Legion, the Imperial Guard, and countless planetary defense forces. The ever-vigilant Inquisition, and the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus, to name only a few. But, for all their multitude, they are barely enough to hold off the ever-present threat from aliens, heretics, mutants, and worse. To be a man in such times is to be one amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. These are the tales of those times. Forget the power of technology and science, for so much has been forgotten, never to be relearned. Forget the promise of progress and understanding, for in the grim dark future, there is only war. There is no peace amongst the stars, only an eternity of carnage and slaughter, and the laughter of thirsting gods.
Actually, I believe you'll find in the grim darkness of the future there is only whores.
I like how Johnny actually took me at my word and he buggered off. Can't fault it. Right. Well, he's going to miss this important plot that I'm going to tell you now. Our journey begins deep in the heart of the Calexis sector, on the capital world of Scintilla. Here, the Holy Inquisition holds its seat of power in the Tricorn Palace. Far above the surface, space vessels dock with the orbital network, taking on board materials and manpower. One such vessel is the Emperor's Grace, a sleek and deadly strike cruiser. It has recently returned from an expedition to the Coronis Expanse in order to restock much-needed supplies. Its master, the Inquisitor Lucius Alexander, journeys to the Tricorn to report on his expedition before it heads out again to the furthest reaches of charted space. Following his personal report to the Lord Inquisitor Caden, Lucius must needs haggle with the few Inquisitors that he maintains links with. One such is Inquisitor Varak, whom, with some reluctance, trades 2 cells of acolytes, Cell 53 and Cell 54, as well as several squadrons of crack stormtroopers to Lucius in exchange for some rare plunder. from the Coronis expanse. Cell 54 is a newly formed cell comprising of 5 acolytes. It is made up of an Imperial cleric, a Verispex adept, a Sister of Battle, a Feruvian assassin, and a Psyker. Of each other, these 5 know very little before they are summoned by Varak and instructed that they are to be seconded to the employ of Inquisitor Lucius. Immediately, they are told to gather their belongings and report to the Emperor's grace. Once aboard, the acolytes are escorted by a servitor to the medical bay. Their luggage is transported to a different section of the ship. Once at the med bay, they are greeted by the head doctor.
Dr. Festus.
Okay. So, I might need to wait for Johnny to return.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Oh,
sorry
yeah,
about
buddy. Oh, cool. No worries, mate. Not a problem. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's, so you're at the med bay now, Johnny.
that.
And
How come there's 5 then?
Sorry?
Is that
How come there's 5?
characters?
How come there are 5? There are 5 members of the group, and obviously there are only 4 of you, so one of them is
He's a
an
real
NPC.
NPC.
Is a real NPC.
Yeah.
And the actual out of kind of
Which
character
one?
reason for this is just that. Well, you'll soon find out, guys. Hold your horses. The reason for this is that Dave very kindly spawned quite a few NPCs, and it just seemed a shame not to use any. So I hoovered up as many as I could, I think.
There's more if you need them.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So a few of the NPCs are made up by Dave, including obviously his own and Johnny's as well.
Mm-hmm. But the info for mine is not coming up when I click on it.
Oh, that's a shame. Let me have a look and let me see if I can sort that out for you.
Thanks, man. Let's look out of it.
Can you do it now? I think I missed something. Can you try again now?
Yep.
Any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Sorted. Can everyone else see the characters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Doctor, the head doctor, he welcomes you to the med bay. He goes, welcome aboard. I'm Dr. Festus, and I shall now perform your initial medical examination. Let's see what condition that you are in. And as you see the guy, hopefully you can all see this image I've put up in Roll20, which is of this misshapen skull, pointy teeth, weird goggles, and double chin. He looks, he doesn't look like a professional doctor.
We are working for the arse end of the Inquisition from the looks of it, and they've given us their worst.
I believe that we will start. I believe that we will start with a young lady, and he points at you, Courtney. Courtney, yeah. Courtney. That's it. I can say words. I can say all the words.
And the names too.
And the names. I've got all the names. I've got the best names. The best names. You wouldn't believe them. They're the best. Okay, so let's just have a moment. A deep breath. Try and regain control of speech.
Yeah, good luck with that.
He doesn't say that. So as you come closer to the Dr. Courtney. I can say Courtney. Why can't I say Courtney? That's weird. This is going to be a real problem for me in this campaign if I can't master this word.
Court pain and court love.
Courtney.
Okay, so so are you moving any closer to the doctor? Courtney?
I'll just sigh and be like, the old lady's first thing again. Go on then.
Okay. As you head
voice.
closer. As you head closer, you see you look upon him. You look upon him, Courtney. I can't fucking say it. That's really gonna bother me. Johnny, I know I can say Courtney. I know that. I know that. It's not working.
Sometime.
Johnny.
Look at the
Johnny, as you come closer to the doctor and you see his misshapen head and fine pointed teeth, you also see that black
Muted.
ooze is flowing from his mouth and pores, and his flesh seems to flop away from his misshapen head. And then you snap your head for a moment, and he's normal again.
I'd get that
So,
scene to it, how are you?
The doctor goes, Courtney, is it? Come here and sit upon my little bed here. Nice to have a look at you. And he brings out a oversized magnifying glass, which he affixes to his goggles.
Okay.
And he starts to shine a light in your eyes. There's this one. There's this one. Follow the light. Follow the light. Follow the light. Yes, very good, very good. Then he pulls out an oversized syringe.
Oh God.
He wants to take. He's going to try and take a blood sample from you. Are you resisting at all?
Like, whoa, whoa. What's this all about?
Oh, just a mandatory blood test.
Does that mean that I don't have to do it?
No. It's well, the procedures are mandatory. We must see that you're in good health before the procedure.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll up my sleeve and like sort of.
Hey, he jabs his syringe into you, and it hurts when he does so, and he extracts some blood into the syringe.
Thanks for that.
And he says, right now, so now I must give you a sedative before we go through the procedure.
I see. I'm in a room full of blokes, and the guy wants to give me a sedative. Where's this going?
Okay. Well, we're going to put you to sleep for some time. It's for the best. You won't need any food. Yes, and you won't have any problems during the journey.
I should hope not. Are you sure this is all legit?
Oh yes, of course it's legitimate. I mean, we all serve the Inquisition, do we not?
Yes, I believe we do. I'm just going to look him up and down with the voice who's coming out of him. I'm like, what's your story then? What are you all about? You know what I mean? What's with the ooze?
Well, what's my story? Well, I've served upon this vessel for I forget how many years now. I've been here quite a long time. I consider it my home, and I'm the chief doctor, and I have a number of staff who work for me, and yes, I'm a loyal servant of the Inquisition. I'll just send you a message, Johnny,
Mm-hmm.
on your phone, if you'd be so kind. It's always a good sign when I do that.
I've sent you one, Alan.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yes, that's absolutely right, Dave. So I will tell you when your your bit. Okay. So but please, young Courtney, is it? Yes. Just please, let's all just settle down, shall we?
I'm sorry, but this whole being put into space thing, does that mean I'm going to be frozen? Because
It doesn't hurt much.
I didn't sign up for that. I just signed up to to do the Emperor's work, not get frozen. That's that wasn't in my contract, so I did.
I don't believe that the Inquisitor Lucius has any contracts. I don't know what to. Please, just and he starts to move forward and starts to grab at you with the syringe.
I'm gonna shrink back.
Okay. So Johnny, you find yourself. I'll say Johnny. I'm going to persist. Courtney.
Hey.
You find yourself in an expansive and elaborate mansion, and you wander the corridors and rooms. The mansion is your mind, and within the rooms lay memories and powers. Here you pass the room that contains your childhood, but it is of little interest to you anymore, for you have put away childish things. And here is the room that contains your memories of your home world, Zilman's domain, a feudal agri-world. And here is the room that contains your memories of the Tyrant Star, the harbinger of ruin. You must never, never go into this room. It's not safe for you there.
I'm going to go into that room. No.
Up and down the stairs you wander. Are you sure you want to do that, Johnny?
That's the first room that I want to go into.
Are you sure you want to do that, Johnny?
No,
Are you really sure you want to do that, Johnny? So you wander up and down. You wander up and down the.
no, you're all right. I'll give it a miss this time.
Helen.
You wander up and down the rooms and corridors, looking for the right room, and you find one, and you stop, and you trace a pattern on the door. Would you roll for me a dice? And I'm going to tell you what type of dice it is.
Perfectly good dice.
It's a D. It's the best dice. It's a D8, please.
Oh, it is the best dice, definitely.
D8.
Yeah.
D8. What have you rolled?
Let's see. I roll a 7.
7. Oh, okay. And now
I
I'd
played
like you
it
to
3
roll.
times. I didn't know if it worked. So
I'd like you to roll a
D8.
I'd like you to roll a D20, please.
D20. Okay, 3.
Okay. You stop by the door in your mind, and on the door is a symbol of a flame. So you find yourself back in the med bay, and you cast a random power, which is Hellish Blast. We're going to find out exactly what that does because I sure.
Oh
can't do
shit.
that.
Okay, so
I
that's
like
the end of
it.
the NPC campaign, guys. Johnny's just fried us all.
Okay, so
For chaos. I mean,
okay, so first of all, before I'm going to look what this does. I'd like everyone to roll initiative while we do this. Let me okay.
Oh my goodness. I'm rolling initiative.
If you roll initiative, please.
what's initiative again? Sorry, I'm a bit.
D10.
D10 plus agility bonus.
Okay, thank you.
So I got 5 in total. I'm guessing. Let's have a look at my agility. Yeah, 35.
So that's 4. I get 4 in total.
Okay, now where on earth is that?
Ooh. So I'm just looking for the character sheet properly now. I'm just first. I can float.
Man. Who's this Xanthi?
It's Xanthi.
Yeah.
Does it not ring a bell?
She's the 5th member of your party.
Ah, cool. We've got a girl heavy squad really, haven't we?
It is quite girl heavy.
Girl power.
Girl power, man. Girl power.
It's strange.
I might have to say that every time I do some sort of psychic, like sort of power, like, girl power. Wow. And then just like we need to have like sort of like do a high five thing with the girls, like you know what I mean. If there's no girls around, I'm like, I just clap my hands like that.
You're gonna turn into the Heresy Power Rangers. I think.
We've already got a
Hell yeah.
psycho in the group.
Hell blast, yeah.
Hellish Blast. I'm just looking up this spell. So
It can't be that bad. It sounds okay. It sounds pretty tame.
I mean, it's just it might be slightly hellish, but
But we'll have a blast, so it'll be all right.
The hell?
Okay.
Look at this Clematis. She looks like a gargoyle.
It is the worst spell ever.
Okay, so this is if you like, it's a direct damage spell, Courtney. So you'll pick a target and you'll cast it at it. I like everyone to roll for initiative then. So what we got for initiative, please?
I got
I've got
5 in
10.
total.
Ooh, it's nice to see.
I got 4 in total. So
Okay. So Johnny's got a 4. Johnny, I'd like you to try again by rolling the initiative button if you can. Click on Courtney.
Yeah.
And click on the initiative button if you can see it.
initiative.
It's up by the top left by the select.
Where's it at? Al?
I think it on my screen. It's I see it twice. I
Oh,
see it
yeah.
top left beside the select option.
Select what?
In the top left of your screen, there's a bar. One of them is at the top. One's an arrow.
Ah, yeah.
There we go. That work?
Oh, I
Kiyoshi's
don't.
work.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Mine worked, but I rolled it twice
Mine's
for some
on there this
reason.
time.
And
So,
I
yeah.
originally
Roll it.
rolled a 10.
All right, no worries, mate. I'll change it to a 10. I've got this great time saving device that always takes 4 times as long as doing it the normal way. But
Well, once we remember it's there, it'll be loads faster.
no, I just want to keep persisting with it until it eventually works. With Johnny, it never works with. So
No.
But it's not worked on mine this time. I haven't got. I
No.
had it last time.
Yeah, I got 4.
okay, so yours 4. So let me do it the old-fashioned way.
I'm not going to tag any.
5.
I'm just going to the doctor because he's coming at me with a fucking dirty great syringe.
Well, you get kind of a surprise attack here, Johnny. Anyway, because you basically
Reacting.
in a surprising way. So poor old Dr. Festus Pocket. So at turn then, how do we do?
He'd served for a long time on this ship. It was almost like his
Did you say it
home.
was 4? Did you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we have, what about Clematis? What did you roll?
5 in total.
That's annoying.
Hmm.
Are you a sniper, Brownie, then?
Well, unless I'm mistaken. Now, what's going on here? I've totally frozen. There we go. Ah, that's annoying. Right, I'm going to have to move Sister Clematis and then add your turn.
I feel like I've just joined the X-Men, but I don't trust them.
Oh, wait a second.
Then I'll move you back.
Initiative. I've got initiative roll. Oh, I've rolled 4 now. So
We'll
there
put
we
it as 5, but at least you've learned how to do it. We should have
Well,
to move you
I-
because I
it's on
couldn't
there
add your
last-
turn. It was off the range. So
So I'll move myself next time and try.
it's just it saves me a job if we can automate it.
Mhm.
So Kiyoshi's well ahead, and Nixia, Sister Clematis. So who has the highest agility out of Nixius and Sister Clematis, please?
I'm on 3.
Brownie, you're
Both from
three,
6.
yeah.
35.
Brownie,
That's
you're
mine.
muted, buddy. What's your agility, mate? Still muted.
32.
35.
32. So, Sister, you'll
Almost
go
better.
before. Clematis will go before Nixia. Oh, that's really annoying. That's super annoying.
Hey, Johnny.
Um,
Looks like
Yeah.
you're a sister of battle.
Hey,
Looks like you're a sister of battle.
I know.
why?
Looks like I'm about to be declared heretic by attacking members of the Inquisition.
Or Dark Queen.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds loads better. That sounds wonderful. Is it
Right,
wise
so-
that I should be going to a place like the Miasma, with whispers of like, you could be the Dark Queen, coming out of nowhere?
That is,
Yeah.
it would be very unwise for you to go to the Miasma. Foolish, in fact, foolish.
This is why we should go there.
But you don't know that you're going there.
Oh, yeah.
You don't.
Oh yeah, Johnny. I could get off the metagaming chicken, but I can't be bothered. So, right. Okay. Right. So we've got the initiative sorted. However, first
I
of
feel
all,
like
no,
I'm saying
currently,
this is
currently
really
you've got a bonus action here, and your surprise action is to cast Hellish Blast. So
Yeah.
the choice is up to you as to firstly, where do you want to cast it?
At the dock.
At the dock, okay. So you pull your hands up in front of you, and
Yep.
out of your palms comes some horrific flame, lapping with the edges of it is seems to be something unreal, like it's a raw destructive energy channeled from the very warp at your victim, burning and blasting him apart. So roll ballistic skill, please.
This isn't a good start. This really isn't a good start. This is
Well, debatable.
my ballistic skill's terrible as well. So it's really, really not a good start. Do I get a bonus for short range or anything like that?
Yeah, you point blank, so plus 30.
Are you sure it's not a willpower test, Al? Because some of the ranged psychics use willpower instead of ballistic skill.
Yeah, it's definitely ballistic skill.
Just checking.
Has it done it?
Okay, let's have a look.
Oh,
So
that's relief.
you pull your flames up. This hellish blast comes burning out of your palms in front of you, and Dr. Festus jumps down to the floor, and the bolt goes high and smashes into a table behind, sending equipment flying this way and that. Everyone's a bit taken aback by this raw display of destructive force coming out of the young Psyker. So now we're going to go to initiative, and first up on the initiative is Kiyoshi Kubo. What are you doing?
Shit. I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
And I'm going to reach out and grab Courtney's wrist.
Okay, so you're going to make a grapple, yeah?
Yep.
So this is an opposed strength test, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So I'd like you both to make a strength test.
Okay.
And tell me how many degrees of success or failure you get. Oh. Yeah.
Straight pass, I rolled exactly 35.
Yeah, I failed with I got 96, so failure of 5.9 degrees.
You grab her wrists, Kiyoshi, and she's only she's in some ways she's just a girl. She doesn't seem like she's had any combat training. You grab the wrists, but your hands, when you do so, you realize that her wrists are red hot, and steam starts to come from your hands. They start to burn.
I will let go as quick as I can and just say, be at peace, child. There is no danger here.
Certainly, would you roll a d6, please?
I roll a d6. 2.
Okay, Kiyoshi, you take 2 wounds to your hands.
Okay.
From the red hot, from the heat, as you grab hold of her.
Okay.
How was Joan of Arc going to form alive?
Next up is Sister Zalfay. She shouts and goes, "This madness!" But she doesn't do anything else as yet. Next up is Dr. Festus Bucket, who crawls away and he nods over at the technomancer, who presses a button, and suddenly there's an alarm going. And you hear sirens.
I'm going to sort of look around and sort of panic a little bit.
Next up is Sister Clematis. What are you doing?
Bonjour, Courtney. Ça va? You need to stop this right now. Because, you get you in big trouble. You'll never make it out here alive, mon cher.
I'm going to shudder slightly.
Then I'll say that and just walk off somewhere else.
We recruited.
Nixius, Nixius, you're up next.
What the
Hey,
devil?
I'll send you a message, John.
All
This is
right.
a nightmare. Alice Flash coming winging its way to you.
Okay. So right. So understood.
Somebody just knocked me out, like, and then I'll be, it'll be easy to apply.
Courtney,
You might be able to
it's you to go now, Connie.
Okay. I'm just going to sort of.
Courtney.
I'm just going to back. I'm just going to back away from the doctor, and just sort of like shrink back a little bit and just be like, please, no injections, like that, and just sort of like go onto the floor.
The doctor, he doesn't like. I mean, the syringe has dropped to the floor as well. He dropped it. It's already smashed and it's in pieces. The doctor is on the floor, looking terrified, absolutely terrified as to what you've just unleashed in the medical bay. He doesn't look like he's trying to inject you anything as yet, and all the time the siren's still going, the alarm siren. Are you doing anything else, Connie?
I'm like, what have I done? What have I done?
Okay. The nurses start to run off and huddle in the corner, and then we go to the top of the round, which is Kiyoshi.
Is Courtney still in the same place?
Yeah, looks like it. She hasn't. Oh, have you backed up a little bit, Johnny?
Yeah, I've backed up a little bit. I'll just move.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll back her. Okay, we'll back her up a bit.
Yoshi is going to follow Courtney. I'm still holding her wrist, I suppose.
Well, no, I thought you said you let go of it. I mean, if you're holding on to her, I mean,
Sorry, I did. Wasn't it? Yeah. So I let go.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to approach Courtney and say, "Be at peace. This place is not to cause harm. You have been sent here on a mission from God Emperor, and you must be at peace to achieve your mission." And as I'm doing this, I'm reaching for Kazushini, but not drawing it.
Okay. All right. Understood. Next up is Sister Zanfe, who tries to move silently behind Courtney, but she fails to do so. You recognise that the sister of Batwiz walks up behind you, and she's got some sort of medical gauntlets on, and she's reaching up towards you, Johnny.
I'm going to try and dodge.
Okay.
Move out the way.
Okay. Make a go on, make a dodge roll.
Okay. Agility.
Okay, so she tries to inject you, and you duck out of the way, and she kind of needed to sneak up on you really for that to work.
Mhm.
The next up is Dr. Festus Bucket, who's weeping and crying on the ground. No, what's going on? Oh, Sister Clematis. Sister Clematis, buddy, it's you to go.
Okay.
So you see that Sister
happened
Zanfe has
before?
walked up behind. Sister Zanfe has walked up behind him and tried to inject Courtney in the neck. Failed. Dr. Festus Booker is crying. Yoshi has just been speaking to her softly in his ear and trying to calm her down. It's your What do you want to know? There's no sign of the adept.
I'm gonna go here and sing at her.
You're going to sing it. So what are you going to say?
I'm gonna sing by the Emperor's Holy Light.
Okay. I'd like you to make a singing roll, please. This is the first in combat use of singing that I've seen.
Hayden has become the bard.
Where's my sing?
That was not bad as cool.
Trade
I
format.
think a bad
Okay.
song.
Submit. It's a really bad song.
Yeah, I mean,
It was not intact. And it's probably
everyone thinks, is this appropriate? Is this appropriate to sing? And you know, she's slightly off key, and you know, the moment seems slightly wrong, and certainly to you, Courtney, her words, her singing voice, it just jars up against you, and yeah, it's not pleasant. So
Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning.
Sister Clematis intended to burst into some sort of prayer to the Emperor, but instead she's doing Salt and Pepper's "Let's Talk About Sex."
Courtney,
It's
it's you
a
to go.
very weird session.
It's you to go, Courtney. You can cast Hellish Blast again, if you wanted to, or you can do something else.
I would like to.
You're surrounded
I'm not-
now pretty much by people.
I'm gonna cause. I want to do a malignancy, which causes irrational nausea.
Oh, no, I'm afraid, Johnny, that's it's not something you can use. That's something that you have.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I'm afraid those malignancies are not
Okay.
not tools for you to use. They're things for you to suffer.
Oh
Yeah.
right. Nice.
You can thank me for that, Johnny. I rolled that.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, three men burst into the room. So you've got some more targets now, Johnny. So what do you want to do? Do you say?
I'm going to shrink back into the try and shrink back and crawl between Sister Xanthi's legs and just crawl to the back of the room.
Okay.
Oh,
So
then I see the stormtroopers there.
okay, you're running up to the stormtrooper.
I sort of look up and go, and then just sort of like,
yeah, the stormtroopers come in and they're looking around. They look at this huge, gaping, smoking ruin where there's a table was. They can smell the burning metal, and there's also a scent reminiscent. I don't know. Is it slightly bacon, perhaps? Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something unnatural. It smells something unnatural in the air, and the lead stormtrooper pulls out a pistol, and he shoots it into you, Courtney.
okay.
Okay, he's point blank, and he hits you. Would you like to try and dodge?
No, I'm just a bit stunned by just seeing these stormtroopers come in, because it seemed fairly friendly. Nobody's tried to attack me, and this guy's pointing a gun at me. So I'm just going to freeze, I think, like a rabbit in headlights. For that.
Okay, a dart hits you in the arm, and you quickly lose consciousness.
Okay.
Drop to the ground. We're going to move out of combat now.
Okay.
And the person who shot Courtney, he takes off his helm, and you see that he's got a ruined, burnt face. One of his ears is gone, and there's just a hole where his ear used to be. And he goes, "Oh God, basically, one moment, please. I don't have a keyword to get into this one. What the hell is going on here, like?"
The girl attacked the doctor. I think she is unstable.
He looks around.
Holy fab. I'm sorry. Certain holy fables.
The interrogator goes, I must have thought that something like this might have happened. Rest of you, time for your little sleep, I think. Doctor, back to work. Get up off the ground, you sniveling wee wreck. Doctor goes, "Oh, well, no one warned me about this kind of nonsense. I can't work under such conditions." You'll work, Festus, or I'll fucking give you a burst move. You wee Raj. And with that, the stormtroopers and Mattis leave the room. So, the Festus bucket. He goes, okay, yes, right. So, who's next?
Well, I'll go. Oh, sorry, it's the wrong person. Bonjour. Yeah. Oui.
Let's go to Family Guy style then.
Yeah, I did turn into like what's his name? Herbert the pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you resisting any of the examination?
No,
Okay.
examine away, man.
Okay, so so for the rest of you guys, the examination goes
Are you-
without incident, and each of you, in turn, are frozen into cryostasis. One of the servitors lifts up Courtney and puts her into a cryo coffin, and obviously this time she doesn't resist because she's already sedated. So all of you are frozen into stasis. But when it comes to Kyoshi's turn, the doctor says, no, not for you. The master wishes you to serve as his bodyguard. You are to report to the bridge immediately.
The bridge.
Oh, yes. Oh, I shall get one of the servitors to show you the way.
Kyoshi just nods his head at the doctor and follows the servitor.
So, Kyoshi, you head off to the bridge where you become acquainted with the Inquisitor, and then while everyone else is frozen, you will serve out some time.
Okay.
I'm just going to go for a slash, and then we'll carry on.
Cool. That could have been a lot worse, guys.
Explosive start.
My time.
You've been looking forward to Kyoshi, haven't you, Dave?
I have, yeah. He's going to be a lot of fun. In a really boring way. Just wait and see. He's going to be incredibly boring, but
Oh,
also
God.
a lot of fun.
Oh, good. Okay.
He's pretty much the exact opposite of Quintius. He says very little and he stabs things furiously.
Yeah.
I've got a scintillant priest. I
Nice.
thought give her. I was going to give her a deep south, like a African accent, you know, like the Thomas sort of accent, and
Thomas.
yeah. I was thinking doing that, but then I just changed it. I thought, oh, I'll change it last minute because I thought, no, it's from Scintilla. It could be from like Mid-Hive thing where I was speaking.
Scintilla's got a lot of accents.
Yeah.
Mrs. Thomas accent is very specific.
Yeah, and I think you were raised in like a sort of monastery sort of style anyway, weren't you? I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah.
Fine,
you could, yeah. I mean, you could have not have a lot what it's called, but yeah, you could have pretty much any accent, couldn't you? So
Yeah.
So guys, you all sleep with the exception of Kyoshi. You all sleep a dreamless sleep during the journey, with the exception of Sister Clematis. Clematis, part way through your cryogenic stasis, you suffer from a dream, a terrible, terrible dream.
Oh,
In your nightmare, you find yourself back in the med bay.
no, Medbay. Oh, no.
You open your eyes with difficulty. Immobilizing drugs course through your system. You are utterly paralyzed as you lay upon the surgical table. Standing above you, you recognize Dr. Festus Bucket, and the technomancer, Xerxes. You also see a nurse whom you do not recognize. Something is very wrong in the dream.
That's an invasion.
Although in your paralysis you cannot move your head, you see that the doctor is bringing some crude mechanical device to bear. It looks like a tool that you might use in heavy industry for cutting metal. He begins to perform surgery upon you.
Oh, mon ami.
With a dreadful crack, a sound you will never forget, your sternum is cracked open, and your ribs are splayed out in either direction.
Bed.
With your rib cage
a
open,
lot.
not unlike a book, the doctor has full access to the harvest of organs within. The lungs, the heart. Strangely, there is no pain, only an overwhelming feeling of discomfort and wrongness. The technomancer passes the doctor a device which Festus starts to implant within your chest. The nurse speaks up. Doctor, is he supposed to be looking at us like that? Do not concern yourself, my dear. Our patient is quite unconscious. I
Do it,
made the
Lord.
calculations for the
Do
anesthetic
it,
myself.
Lord.
Okay then.
To him, Lord.
The
To him,
process seems to go on for a very long time. Your ribcage open for all to see. The doctor is spending a large amount of time working inside your chest. Finally, blissfully, the doctor uses the crude mechanical tool to close your chest back up again, and he injects you with an unnecessarily large syringe and begins to suture up the surgery wound.
You are now a walking bomb.
You want to scream, but instead, you start to lose consciousness. Well, I think that went rather well, don't you? Says Dr. Festus to the technomancer. Technomancer goes, Festus says, just one more to go now. When you awaken, you are in a chamber. And the chamber is a sleeping room for 4 people. For each person, there is a bed, a wardrobe, and a chest where your gear is stowed. Centrally, there is a metal table with 4 chairs. There is a door that leads off to a washroom and a shower, and a main door that leads off to the rest of the ship. A servitor stands immobile. And yes, sorry, where are we? Yeah, servitor stands immobile, and it doesn't seem to react to you as you awaken. On the table, there are 4 bowls of holding some sort of stew, a loaf of bread, and a pot of hydrogenated fat. So what I'd like you all to do now, you all come around, the exception of Kyoshi, who's not there. I would like you to give a brief description of yourself to the other players so that they know what you look like and what they see.
Hey.
So who'd like to start? I'll
I will.
start then. Oh, no, go on then, you can start.
No. No, you go for it. And then
Okay, no one's who wanted to go, so I'll start with Sister Alfei. So she is about 5 foot 6 inches tall. She has piercing, knowing brown eyes. She has like an aquiline nose and a regal bearing. Her skin is dark, and she looks like she's spent many hours under the sun. Her blonde hair is bound in dreadlocks. She's dressed in the vestments of a sister of battle, which are bedecked with holy iconography. Right, so Sister Clematis, do you want to go?
Hi, my name's Sister Clematis. I'm in my late 20s. I'm black. I've got outrageous, crazy hair.
Outrageous.
Like outrageous hair. I just tie random stuff into it just to, brighten up my day. So my hair is usually pretty crazy. I'm a cleric. I'm in cleric. What am I in? Give me a second.
You're probably wearing. I mean, you've got some vestments, I believe.
I'm wearing some primitive sort of like robes and mesh cowl. So
I mean, you've got your armor, but you probably wasn't put to sleep in it. It's probably just stowed in your.
I'm just
in
wearing
your,
my simple tunic.
Okay. Thanks, Aidan. Brownie, do you want to give a quick, brief description of your?
I am blonde, I'm fair-skinned, I'm 1.65 meters tall. My name is Nixius Roth, and I probably look a little bit like a nerdy Tim Roth. I think that was a fair assessment of my guy. I'm just trying to, let me see. How old am I? Oh, I'm only 18 now, so I look like a kind of young, nerdy Tim Roth. And yet, you probably look at me and then immediately look to somebody else because I'm just some unremarkable adept. Yeah. And I do have the unremarkable trait. So, yeah, probably look at me and think, who the fuck is that dickhead?
Okay. Thanks, James. And Courtney.
Okay, I'm slender. I've got pale skin, greasy brown hair, blue green eyes. I'm slightly scarred. I've got a slightly scarred face. I'm not sure what kind of scars it is, but it's
Oh, it's
it's
up to you, Johnny. It's your character. So.
okay. I'll sort of look like there may be knife wounds or something like that. You know, just stitched across one side of my face, in no particular way. And she's wearing sort of tight gang leathers, like sort of trousers, and she's got like a flak vest on, which is also quite tight, as well, shapely and slender, and not very tall. I don't know. It's like I don't know, 1.65 meters. How tall would that be?
Oh, 5 foot 6 inches, around that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
about 5'6". So I'm sort of like, and I obviously a female character. So
Thanks, Johnny.
I'm sorry, I missed a few bits out on mine.
Okay. What do you
I'm
want to
quite petite, 155 meters,
And your
about
French lady?
40 kilograms. I'm extremely beautiful, and yeah, I'm left-handed. There we go.
Okay. Thank you. So
Your detail.
you start
Extremely
to.
beautiful and left-handed.
Now I know which hand to shoot with my rifle.
Yeah, so you kind of wake up. You're coming out of cryostasis. You're quite hungry. You don't know how long it's been since you've eaten, and the aroma of the cooked food spread throughout the whole room. And Mr. Zonfe says, "Well, I don't know about you, but I, for one, am famished." He moves over and sits himself down and starts to eat.
okay, I'm gonna look around and just sort of cautiously move over to the food and give it a sniff and a bit of an investigate, and then sit down and start eating.
Sure. Do you want to move your token?
Yeah.
Just stands on the table, stands on the bread.
Just goes to
And
the,
then kicks it round in everybody's face.
Are you sure you want to do that, Him?
No.
I'm just trying to divine the future from the lumps in the stew, if I can.
Okay, you want to make a soothsaying test here. To read the stew. Okay, I'd like you to.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. Very good. So let's just have a look. I'd like you to make a fellowship roll, please.
Okay. Oh dear, it's not very good.
Okay, you foresee the future is cursed. You read that in the croutons.
The crouton message is clear.
Okay, so as you're tucking into your food, we get some people walking in. And that would be these three gentlemen. So one of them is Kiyoshi, who is the 5th member of your cell. I'd just like you to describe yourself, please, if you would, Dave. Give me a description for the other guys.
Okay. Late 20s, about 5'10", very trim, very muscular, tan skin, black hair tied back in a ponytail, very long ponytail, green eyes, and he wears a black body glove, featureless body glove with a flak jacket over the top. Stuffed into the front of this flak jacket are many, many, many knives, and in a scabbard on his back is a very long sword. Also on his back, there is a quiver and a very fancy composite bow.
Hey, thanks, Dave. So the other gentleman, he's already been introduced to you. Oh no, I don't think he has been introduced to you, but you'll know him from the other game is the interrogator Aaron Mattis. He looks like a veteran. He's got grey hair, a face scarred by burns. The left eye has been completely replaced by a bionic part, and the ear on the left side is completely burnt away, leaving only behind a hole leading to the ear canal, which is where Johnny laughed. I don't know why. Behind the veteran, there's an adept dressed in grey robes. The adept's young and boyish, with blue eyes and blonde hair, and you can't see any bionics marring his body. And behind the 3 of these people, there is a servo skull. It's quite small in size. It's hovering behind the 3 of them.
Tonight, my name is Interrogator Aaron Mattis, and I am in here to give you the orders from the Inquisitor himself. So, did you all enjoy your beauty sleep?
I had dreams of people doing techno surgery in my chest.
Interrogator looks over you and says,
Aye, we all suffer from bad dreams out here. Just you wait.
the adept is moving around the room and he seems to be making observations about each of you and making notes on his data slate. And the servo skull is following him around and appears to be scanning each of you.
Hey, welcome to the Coronis Expanse, but you'll be pleased to hear that our journey has been mostly without incident. We've reached the planet of Orpheus 4, and it's here that your first mission will begin.
Different planet to ours?
Hmm?
Or is that the same planet we're on?
Yes, it is.
Orpheus 4? I've
Oh.
not heard of this place.
Are you-
Can you
yes?
tell me much about it?
Yes, Dave?
As he says, mostly without incident, Kiyoshi gives a
Aaron notices your comment, I should say. He notices the change.
I'm just going
It's quite a still
I'm just gonna
person
get-
on it. So anything you give off is noticeable, I'd say.
And I noticed he's doing this, and as I'm eating from my stew, I just bite down onto it and just give him a fixed look,
Okay.
and then just take it out slowly and put it back in, and then just look down and carry on with my stew.
Very good.
There's going to be conflict. I'm going to get stabbed. It's going to be great.
The Master has intelligence that a member of his team that went missing in a previous expedition onto this planet is still alive after all this time and being held in the cobalt mines of Lost Hope.
Yeah.
His name is Talos Greyheart. It is imperative that he is extracted and debriefed. You guys are to rendezvous with Flight Lieutenant Charles Asher, the shuttle bay, and he shall transport you down to the spaceport. And from there you shall take the Orpheus Express to Last Hope. Prior to that, Nathaniel here and Nixius will prepare some false identification papers for you, which will identify you as slave traders. Once at Lost Hope, you will endeavour to locate and extract this former acolyte. A good place to start will be the administration centre. Return him to the spaceport for extraction. It's imperative that you remain undercover and use subtlety on your mission. Do I make myself clear?
We.
Okay. Nathaniel starts to give out combis to everyone and also gives everyone a armory credit chip for 100 credits each. This is with the exception of Kiyoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Merci.
the interrogator goes,
So, tell me, you got any questions?
What is it like down there in office? Office 4.
It's a fucking shithole, let me tell you. Fucking a hotbed of scum and heresy.
So
Now, be
how's-
warned,
yeah.
you can't kill every heretic that you find down there. You don't have the time. Stick to your mission. Don't get distracted by killing heretics. And I'm looking at you. And he looks at the two sisters. Mind, you're gonna have to leave your Aquilas and the like hidden.
What? Pourquoi?
We are far away from home, lassie.
What? Oh, putain.
Subtlety and stealth, subterfuge, that's the order of the day. This is not a time for preaching the way of the Emperor.
It's a disgrace.
Aye, too right, you're telling me. Like I say, this place is a hotbed of scum. You won't find a more wretched hive of villainy. Okay, so very good. Right. Well, if there's nothing else, I suggest that Nixius and Nathaniel, you get off to fabrication to get your identification papers made up. Make sure you do a good job.
Interrogator,
Aye.
do we know numbers, composition of enemy forces?
Aye, we've got reason to suspect a heavy military presence at Lost Hope. I'd expect 800 military men, vehicles, and lots of dogs. Worse than that, more than that, they have a great number of slaves that they might press into service. Surely too many military targets for you to face. The five of you. This is why you must show great care.
This is a stealth insertion, then.
Aye. Hopefully the young adepts will provide you with the necessary false papers to get you through security.
I'm just going to look over the rest of the team for a moment and then go,
I'm just gonna pipe up and be like, seem to have you. I just don't know what accent to do for this one. Because she's from an angry world, isn't she?
you know, you it's not honestly, mate. Like I think the accent that Dave had in mind was like sort of a Cockney accent, but there's no. You can just play it however you want. So maybe if you just want to take your time and see what comes,
I'll be
might-
the I'll be the
over time.
I think you no, that's what's somebody else.
You don't have to do an accent, Johnny. Just do, you can just role play how it's natural to you, and
Right, I
the
think
accent
you've,
comes when it comes, doesn't it? So
I think somebody's got a problem with their throat. What do you think? I'm just looking around the table when I hear this grumble. And
I
I'm
think I
looking.
want to fucking anger you and get my face burnt off. I'm gonna. You're a fucking weird one. Right, I'm gonna head up to go do my job.
okay. So Nathaniel leads you off out of the way, Nixius. He leads you off to another area of the ship where fabrication can be found.
Okay.
The interrogator takes you, Kiyoshi, to one side, and he lowers his voice, but he's got quite a shouty voice. So even when he thinks he's lowering his voice, he doesn't do a very good job, and probably everyone else can hear quite well as well. And he goes,
Aye. The Master's got special instructions for you, laddie. You is to take proper care of this team, but most of all, the Adept and the Psyker. I'm not sure where either of them have been in a combat situation before. And truth be told, there may be dead meat out there without someone to protect them. The Master's asked that you treat their lives as his own. You get me?
So that's Courtney and
Nixius?
Nixius.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look down. This is the interrogator, yeah? Interrogator Mathis.
Interrogate, yeah. This is obviously second in command.
I'm just gonna
Inquisitor.
look at him, make eye contact with him, and go.
Stuff. I knew I could rely on you. And he claps you on the shoulder. And then he says, right, you've got a mission to be about. And he heads off.
I'm just looking at the shoulder that he clapped me on with disdain.
Okay. So Nixius and Nathaniel have left. Interrogator Mattis leaves as well. So left behind in the room is Sister Xanthe, Sister Clematis, Kiyoshi Kubo, and Courtney Amer.
Okay.
I'm just going to try and flick that, what do you call it, that chip up in the air, that like credit chip, and then try and catch it, and then catch it.
Make an agility roll plus 30, please.
Okay. I know it's a random thing. Is that too bad? So, there we go.
Okay. You flip it up, catch it.
Hey, I'm off to the armory. See what I can get hold of.
I suggest we all go to Armory.
Oui. On y va. Au
Okay.
revoir.
I'm going to escort them to the
Okay.
armory.
Very good. Okay, so Kiyoshi knows the way, and you head off to the armory.
As we were walking down there, I'll be like, I have to apologise for my actions before. I really don't like needles. They're something of a bit of a pet hate of mine. I do apologise. Won't happen again, unnecessarily. Just don't try and stab me with a needle.
Can I ask for something a bit oddly specific? Can I ask for a fellowship test off Courtney?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. My fellowship is terrible.
Nobody likes blood to leave their body.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought it was for. I was like, who wants to do that? That's a bit strange. I mean, what do you need blood for? You're not a vampire, are you? You know what I mean? Why is he coming at me? Has he got some sort of blood deficiency of his own? So I looked at him and I saw that he was oozing all this black shit, and I was thinking, fucking hell, you're not replacing your fucking ooze with my blood. This is good blood, and certainly I don't want you to get it mixed up with that shit. So, yeah, jog on, mate. And then,
Courtney, do you always talk this much?
only when I'm nervous, and that's when I find myself on a giant spaceship in the middle of fucking nowhere. Where are we at again? What's this planet called? I've got a strange feeling about this mission. Got a strange feeling about this whole setup. I think we're in great danger. I've read the croutons, and they revealed some interesting things to me, but none of them positive.
Kiyoshi just once again gives his
Maybe a bad batch. Maybe a bad batch of croutons. Maybe a bad batch. We'll see what they're like tomorrow. There might be some better news in the croutons in the morning. If we're here, we can always pick up some croutons on the surface if they sell them, or we could try and requisition some from the armory. Or is there a snack place we can requisition croutons from? Can we do that? Is that an option? Kyoshi? Is it Kyoshi? Is it?
We have arrived. I'm just going to gesture at the armory, even though I'm probably about 100 yards away.
Yeah, so a minute later, you do arrive at the armory, and Kyoshi heads in first. And it's an expansive room, all manner of crates and cargo lifters. People are working. It's a very busy area of the ship. And within the armory, there is a virtual bunker. So yeah, there's a virtual bunker. It looks like a bunker within the room itself. Heavy stubbers are guarding the structure. This is the armory proper.
That's a bit dangerous. That heavy stabbers just left out lying about. Somebody could trip over one of them.
Am I here too? Because I want to go to the armory.
Yeah, you're all here apart from Nicholas.
I'm going to knock on the approach slowly to the door. Go bonjour, hello.
You're heading
Hello?
up to the armor itself here.
Yeah. Go bonjour, hello, hello, monsieur, madame. Où est-ce?
Okay. So as you head up to the armory, the heavy stubber starts to track you.
Yeah, oui. Red, stop. Hold
You
on.
see you see there's like a little window, which is the front of the armory. You're heading up.
Hello, monsieur.
Okay.
I go look at eye level with my beautiful eyes at him.
Okay. Let me. I'm going to bring up the armory. I'm just going to share that into everyone's journals. You should be able to see the armory inventory now, which will
Okay.
tell you what stuff you can spend your credits on. So this makes you walk up and you speak to the quartermaster, Dominic Cummins. No, Dominic Peters. He's there's a thick layer of plexiglass between you and him, and this guy appears grossly fat and slightly greasy.
Oh, he's a bit disgusting, isn't he? He's let himself go.
He's wearing silk robes and he seems to be sweating.
He's maybe wearing something a bit too warm for his frame there. I think he should reconsider his fashion choices.
Bonjour, ça va, monsieur? Hello, how are you?
How may I be of service? Do you wish to make a withdrawal from the armory?
I would. I've been given some credits. One, one song, but 100. Your tongue. So I would like to see what I could get for that, and maybe you would be able to direct me into some good goods. No?
He looks at you. You can't quite make what the look is, but it's not a positive look. So guys, if you want to actually spend your creds, have a look at the armory and have a list. Have a look, see if there's anything there that takes your fancy, and I'll tell you how much it costs. I'll get the equipment list up. But if you look at the armory list, and then I can cross-reference any prices for you, depending on what you're after.
Okay.
How much is a flak jacket?
Okay, so looking at armor, I thought you had pretty good armor.
I've got a
Matus, you've got
flak on mesh, a mesh coat.
Let's have a look what you've got. So you've got a mesh cowl, certainly. I think you've got a chain coat, which is 3 points of primitive. So that'd be like two half. That'd be 2 against modern attack.
I just realised this is the last place I can get. Oh, this is kind of meta. I'm sorry, but this is the last place I can get any decent armor before I go into that shit all over the world. Unless I get it off someone who's got a good armor themselves, It's I'm just seeing what I can get to upgrade. How much for a flak jacket?
For a flak jacket, so a flak jacket will cost you. Let's get that up. So armor flak jacket would cost 100. It'd be all of your allowance, 100 thrones.
All right, I will offer him 100 and then say I will give you an extra 10% if you can advise me to the best way to that chicken's up to the best stuff.
He looks at you, goes, "Sorry, what are you asking?"
I'm asking to pay extra to make sure it's good stuff.
He goes, "Yes, I see you've heard of me. Heard of me? Yes. I thought you were new, but yes, I would like I would like something extra, something from me." And he holds out his hand.
And I give him my rest of my 22 thrones. I said, "This is all I have,
Bring
Mister."
his hand to the wall.
20, so you're giving him 22 extra thrones,
Yeah,
and you put it in the little drawer that comes out, and you put
this
the
is
extra
all I
thrones
have.
in there, and he looks at it and he goes, "Well, see that you do better next time."
I
He heads
will.
off. He heads off, and he comes back with a flak jacket, which he puts into the chest of drawers, and you now have a flak jacket.
Yay!
So next up, Sister Xanthe goes up. She talks with him. You don't hear exactly what's said, but then she storms off. Who's next up?
So,
Anyone else want to spend any money here?
yeah, I think I will. What's a survival suit? How much is that? Sounds like a sort of a useful thing for surviving anything.
No idea what that is. I'll be honest. Let's have a look. So it's not armor, is it? Or is it? Tools? Survival suit. So.
Hopefully that'll guarantee that I can survive anything. But if it's not, then I'll get them done for false advertising.
You check the data slate, and a survival suit would cost 250 rounds. And there's a brief description. It's basically used to protect against extreme environments, such as heat or radiation, or poisonous environments.
Maybe I need that. Gosh, 5 extracts, medikit.
Can I sell him back my chainmail top? Oh. When you get a chance.
Yeah, say he's not interested in buying the chainmail top.
Okay.
Can I buy an auto pistol off him?
Okay,
Do I
so
have, I have the use. Can I use that? I don't even know if I can use that.
that'd be a good thing to check. I don't know. Let's have a look.
I don't think I do.
I don't think you're very proficient with shooting attacks. But yeah, you've got las pistol training, but not auto pistol.
Yeah, I'll go for a lad's pistol then.
Okay.
Have you got any decent lads pistols? Something that a bit snappy, something that I could take somebody's head off with at 20, 30 meters, maybe, if I'm lucky.
So he gestures to the data slate, and you see when you check on there that there is las pistols available for 50 rounds.
All right, my friend. Well, if I pass you, how much for a las pistol with a couple of clips of las rounds or whatever it is, or charge packs? How much will that set me back?
Okay, so charge packs for pistols are 10 for a clip.
Yeah. We're just sort of lean on the counter and just be sort of like, sort of give them a quizzical look. You know what I mean? And be like, how much would that be?
Okay, so how many clips did you want, Johnny?
Just a couple.
Okay, so that would be a total of your total would be 70 throws. You can count, can't you?
I believe I can. Yes, I believe that you can too. So we should both be all right, shouldn't we? I'll tell you what. I've heard that you're a bit tight. If people don't hand you extra money, I've heard that. I don't know why. Can I try?
Where's that chicken?
You've,
Can I
you've,
get
you've
precise?
heard that, have you? Yeah, people do talk.
You just hear these
Yes,
things
I
on
do
the walk
expect
by, you know what I mean? You just
I
hear-
do expect something extra for myself. And he hands out,
Okay.
he holds out his hand like this.
Okay, right. Can I do some sort of test to see what is going to happen in the future with anything that I get off him? You know what I mean? Or
What do you mean? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
do I know he's
Right,
going to get? Do I know he's going to? I want to test if see if he's going to rip me off. If what I'm going to buy from him is going to rip off, or whether it's not going to be a rip off.
So let me make something very clear. Maybe I'm not being quite clear about this. Maybe I should have used something more noticeable than that giant chicken. But none of you know anything about the corrupt quartermaster apart from perhaps Kiyoshi, who has been very tight-lipped about the whole journey to the armory thus far. So
Okay.
none of you know anything about him. So
Yoshi told us to go to the armory.
he did indeed. He told you to go, and you went indeed. So Hayden has done some shameless metagaming. Johnny, you're following suit with some shameless metagaming. And that's why the chicken is there, and it's why it's there, and it's why it's been staying there. And now you ask for more, Johnny. Now you ask for more.
Meta on the meta. Come
All
on.
right.
turn it
Okay.
off.
You've got no reason to believe this guy would
All right.
swindle you at all. Although he's just told you expect something extra and how that is palm. So that's a pretty big giveaway.
Right. Okay. I'll pass him the 100 frames. I'm like, look, just take this. I can't do anything other than buy stuff from here. Just take that and the 30. Let's call it 100 for them.
Do you have any thrown gelt to sweeten the pot?
I'm afraid I don't. I'm afraid I don't. But I'll tell you something. You fix me up good this time. I'll see you right. I'll see you right, sir. You know what I mean? You might have words. Going on a dangerous mission, potentially get some good coin in it. You know what's good for me, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Hey, yeah.
Okay, Dominic. He goes, yes, I shall. Thought you right out. And he goes and gets a las pistol,
He's
2
gonna
charge
fucking-
packs.
He's
And
gonna
he
stitch
puts
me
it-
up. This guy. He needs to die. He
He
needs to
puts the
die.
las pistol and 2 charge packs into the drawer.
He's gonna stitch me up. I just know it. I don't know why.
Johnny, you always know what I'm going to do before I do it. It's
I
like
can't
you
help
read.
it.
It's like you read my notes, Johnny.
I do.
Okay, so that's you two done. Next up, then, Kyoshi, you're already fully equipped. I think that's everyone. So we're going to head over
on
to.
the same path of evil.
Pardon?
Because both you and Johnny run on the same path of evil.
Oh, well, he's my evil ally. So
Eyes.
we're going to go to Nixius and Nathaniel.
Before we do
Oh,
that,
yeah.
Al, I would
Yeah.
like to briefly approach Dominic Peters.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And he says, welcome back, Kyoshi. What can I do for you?
His sister. And I nod my head in the direction of Sister Xanthi.
Yes.
What did she want?
He goes, well, she wanted some medical supplies and some survival equipment, tent, food rations. But we couldn't come to an agreement.
Agreement? You do know we do the Emperor's work here.
Dominic goes, yes, we all do the Emperor's work, and I, perhaps, most of all.
I think perhaps not.
And then I just walk away.
Okay. Right, thank you. And we're going to go to Nixius and Nathaniel. You find yourself on the other end of a ship near the main weapons base. And it's a room named Fabrication. And in here, there are it's backed on to where the cogitator banks are. It's a technical workshop to a degree. And here, Nixius, you'll find tools to aid you in your copyist trade. There's a printing press, cogitators, and there's also another area which is for other small-scale production. And you see some servitors who are producing some devices over in the corner. Nathaniel shows you around, and he shows you the ropes, and he says, "Well, to be honest, I'm a bit glad we've got another adept around the ship. It's to be honest, it's going to take quite a bit of the workload off of me. It's really is too much that they expect me to do. Perhaps we should get right to it, Nixius.
Yeah, by all means, mate. Crack on.
Yeah, sure. I'll show you the cogitators, and I'll show you the templates, the identification papers. So I suggest I forge the train tickets and also the slave transfer papers, and I'll leave you to do the identification papers. He shows you the template, and so the ID papers are, it's like a passport. It will have a photo of the person, a name, profession, age, height, weight, sex. There's like an identification number, homeworld, and there's various seals and supplementary marks that prove the authenticity of the paperwork. So it shows you a template of what you're looking to produce.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to decide, what role everyone will play in the party. You are slave traders, so at least one of you has to be a slave trader, maybe more. But you could also assign other people different professions.
Okay.
So it's up to you, really.
Or...
A list of professions. Not so much really. It's really anything you could think of. For example, you could have someone as your bodyguard. Someone as various advisories of, weapons experts, this sort of thing. It's really anything you could think of in terms of profession. Pilots.
Bodyguard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll start off with who you want to be the slave trader.
I have no other skill.
Don't make me put the chicken back. You're not there, buddy. So
Sorry. Yeah, that was really bad of me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Get involved.
Who do we have though as like a leader? Am I going to be the fucking dealer? Am I going to be the slave trader?
You do think
Hayden in Sister of Battle, is that right?
Hayden's a cleric or a cleric. Sister Zanfei is a Sister of Battle. Johnny is a psyker, and Dave's an assassin. Now, you do think, and it's probably not arrogance that you are the smartest person in the group, and probably the best suited to be one of the slave traders.
Who's that?
You certainly don't trust the others to do the talking for you after what you've seen of them so far.
What? I sang a song.
Set the whole world crying.
Still on Heresy
It's
FM.
on Orpheus now. It's starting to rain. No, actually, it'll be some time ago on Scintilla. It starts to rain.
New hit #1 in Heresy FM.
Okay, so so you think you'll be well suited to the role of a slave trader because you think you're more intelligent than the rest of your party.
Right, okay, we'll make Hayden a chaplain.
Okay.
I don't think it's male in particular. So chaplains.
No, just a religious leader is
Yeah, she could be a religious type.
All right.
You don't have to specify the religion either. So that
We'll make Leave the bodyguard. I'll be the slave trader. Sister of Battle, a mercenary. Merc body. Another bodyguard.
Smooth battle.
And what would you say a cycle was?
You're not sure you can trust the psyker at all from what you've seen.
No, but
you do wonder how she's going to stay undercover.
Reliability.
Cook.
Spiritual advisor.
No, we've already got a spiritual advisor.
Extra spiritual advisor.
Oh, what do you call a cult advisor to the occult?
Magus.
Magus, that's it. Brilliant. You could be our Magus. Thank you. Thank you, voice inside my head. I am smart sometimes.
Okay, so
Legend in
right.
my
Brownie, I'd like you to make a copyist test. Because of the facilities you have available, which are pretty much state of the art, you have a plus 30 on this test. I would like you to roll when you produce your identifications. I'd like you to make a copyist roll.
For each person?
Yes, we'll start with you. Do
Do I have anything like that?
you have copyists? I don't think you do, mate.
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll add to it.
Oh, cool. Well, I say you're not there. You're at the armory, buddy. So
Oh, I do
Sorry,
have
mate.
copies anyway.
okay, so yours is a fail. Next up is who's next up, James?
Can I re-roll that with a fate
Okay.
point?
You can.
If I can I not get the? Oh no, the other guy's on. He's on his own. Isn't he? Right. Yeah. Let me try re-roll. So, oh,
Okay. So whose paperwork are you doing next?
one sec. Oh, I don't get my fate point back. Right. So we'll do Kyoshi. Yep. Sister of Battle.
Wow. Kyoshi. Natural 1. It's a perfect piece of work.
Sister of Battle.
No one will see me coming.
That's 5 points.
No mess with Lo Wang.
My wang is very low. It sometimes is caught in cow gates.
Okay, our chaplain.
Once trapped foreskin in letterbox. Most painful.
So who's that?
That was Hayden.
Echo.
What did you roll for me? No.
And the Magus Johnny. Yeah. So basically, I fucked
Awesome.
mine.
Okay, now because you rolled a natural 1, a critical success, just because you've got to get something cool from that, can't just have it be a success. For some reason you get a hunch that the paperwork on your let's have a look. So you fucked up.
Let me re-roll Hayden's just
Okay.
because.
Okay.
I may as well. I've got to think of this. Bribes.
Okay, now because you rolled a critical 1, I'm going to let you realize you get a hunch that you've actually made a mistake on yours, and I'll let you re-roll it a second time.
Okay, so
Which is the critical success? It has to be something cool.
let me see if I get my second point back. So I've re-rolled Hayden's.
Yep.
Don't get that back, so I've used both of my fate points. And yeah, let me roll.
Last chance saloon on your own paperwork.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Close. Okay, so you do your identification papers, and you have to say that you're very happy with your work. And it's good. It's been a while since you've done some good work, and it's good to get back into the swing of things. And Nathaniel gets his work done as well. He prints off some tickets and some transfer papers. And yes, he hands everything over to you. And he says, "Well, that went a lot quicker than quicker than I thought. Let me just have a look over your work, please. If you don't mind.
Yeah, all right, mate. Crack on.
He has a quick look over at your work and he goes, Magus. I'm not quite sure about this one. I should have said, actually, I neglected to say, sorcery is quite forbidden on the planet. It is, I don't know how the profession of Magus will go over.
Am I here at the moment?
No. Nope. You are at the armory.
Yeah, demagogue, is it?
I don't know. I mean, it all sounds kind of a bit sorcerous, if you ask me. Why don't we just, I don't know, make her a cook or something?
This guy. Conjurer and charlatan.
Well, yes. I mean, I don't think we can have him down as a charlatan as a profession. I mean, that won't look very good.
Just
Who you
thinking
on about? Him.
It's for Johnny. This.
Is she?
Assistant, advisor.
Oh yeah, let's just make you my personal assistant.
Okay. So you're gonna have to redo that bit of paperwork. So I'd like you to make another roll for Johnny.
Oh,
Very good. Okay, so you've done all the paperwork, and you meet up back at with the group. Kiyoshi, where are you going next after the armory?
After the armory, they weren't given any other explicit instructions other than get to the planet, were they?
No.
So I will lead them to the shuttle bay.
Okay, and Nathaniel comes over the comms onto you, and he says, "Yes, we're all finished up here now. Yes, shall we meet you at the shuttle bay? Hmm?
Hang on a minute. I've got to go spend some fucking creds, mate.
Oh yes, oh quite yes. We'll go to the armory first then. We'll meet up with the others there.
Thanks.
54 dawdling. Will arrange for pickup soon.
Okay, so you head to the armory, Mr. Brown, and if you'd be so good, have a look at the armory and tell me what you want from there.
What you really, really want.
I want fucking hard at it. It's gonna take a fucking bullet. Things I've got an overcoat and I think black jacket, overcoat. Oh, what do I get from this dickhead? You probably get some. Oh, how much for infrared goggles?
Okay. Probably more than 100. Let me have a look. Infrared goggles. 275.
Oh,
And what about photo contacts? Will be 100.
oh, wow. What about flugs? Is there even flugs there?
Flogs. Sure, maybe some flogs. There'd be 15.
15.
Yeah, you couldn't get both.
Yeah.
And the contacts. You only got 100 creds to spend.
Yeah, and I don't think I've actually got any creds. What about Medikit?
Medikit. Now, I'll tell you that Sister Xanthe, you saw that she had some medical gauntlets.
Oh, yeah.
Which you use to try and put Courtney to sleep. So med kit, 150 for med kit.
Hmm. Oh, needle rifle clips. Does he have any of those?
No, not at all.
You've got a
Fucking...
fucking. Have you got a needle rifle? What the fuck?
No, mate. No, it's just a gun. Oh, look at it. It's too pretty for you.
Just wait till I pull the bow out.
Does that rifle come with any scope?
No. But you could try and purchase one here if you wanted.
Yeah, I think I do. I think I want a red dot scope. If he's got one.
I'll have to have a look. Can't remember what I put in the armory. So very long ago.
I don't see any scopes in here, I don't think. But perhaps they were overlooked if there
No.
is.
I do apologise. There's no scopes available at this time.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, it's quite basic, the armory. At the
Sacred
minute.
machine oil.
Hmm?
What's sacred machine oil?
I think it can be used to unjam a weapon.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or prevent it from jamming. If applied by a tech priest, I think.
Not really afford it. No, I'm just going to keep my credits. Fuck the wanker.
If you're going to keep 100 armory credit, I mean, it's not for own geld. You can only be spent here.
Okay. Let me ask Nathan. Say, will this credit be a regular occurrence? Can I save my credits and come back and get something better next time?
Certainly, yes. I would expect regular credit, assuming you survive, of course.
Oh, I'll be fucking surviving, mate. If I don't, I'm coming back and haunting you, you prick.
No, just a little joke. Yes, just save your credits if you want.
Cool. Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Fucking
All right. So you head off to the flight bay where you meet up with the rest of the group, and you're introduced to Flight Lieutenant Ash. And he goes, "Come on then, we've dawdled too much. It's time to be off. You ready? Good. Let's go." And he gives Nixius a long range rock. Now look after this, won't you?
I'll do my best, Nathan. Take care, mate.
And yeah, and he gestures you all into the shuttle. Get strapped in, everyone. It can be quite choppy, the descent.
Ooh.
You're all getting in.
I'm ushering
I'll get
everyone else in, and I'm getting
Okay.
in after them.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the flight lieutenant checks that you're all buckled up, and then he gets into the cockpit and starts to fly you down to the surface. And despite his warning, the descent is quite mild. You land and you exit into the so-called spaceport, and you realise that this spaceport is quite basic. Flight lieutenant says, "Good luck, gentlemen. You should be able to make a train if you don't tarry." And you head out. You leave the shuttle and you head off towards the train station. And once aboard the planet, you see something writ large across the sky. Something abhorrent. You gaze upon a rip in the fabric of space, a wound in the universe itself. Around this warp rift, there are huge waves of energy at play, tidal waves of force and unreal power. The colours look too bright and strange, as if they should not exist. The air around you seems greasy and charged with electricity, and the smell and taste of burnt fat is all encompassing. So I would like, please, for Nixius, Courtney, Clematis to all take 1 corruption point.
Oh,
I'm sorry if I made you think you had to take a test. But just take 1. First time you gaze upon the miasma, you take 1. Kyoshi, you've already seen the miasma.
Mhm.
So you don't take corruption this time. Because I already emailed you corruption. So
Mhm.
right.
You did.
That is where we're going to leave it tonight, guys. On a high note.
Okay.